Hey. Hello? Hello? Anybody here? Oh. Oh. I died. It's okay. I live. Let me reset my camera. Ja. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Bam, 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 bam. Ba, 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 ba. I'm here. Hello. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I missed you, chat. I missed you so much. I'd already forgotten what you sound like. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. Pog.
Give me more points to bonk you, please.
No. No bonking. Thank you so much for the prime. Much appreciated. I love the taste of prime. I love the taste of prime. I love free money. Ow. Okay, fine. I'll take the bonk. Ooh. I have a head of steel. I have a head made out of steel. It's very stable. It's very sturdy. It's very well made. My head is made in Germany. It sounded kind of empty when I knocked against it, didn't it? Maybe? Can you hear this? Why does my head sound so empty when I knock on it? It sounds hollow. It sounds kind of hollow. I'm concerned. Head empty? I mean... I suppose she just dissed herself. Hey, if you know me, you know that I speak the truth. And nothing but the truth, okay? So, if this is a big fat L, I'm just gonna have to take it, okay? But my head does kind of sound empty when I knock on it. It does sound kind of empty. Is air? Yeah, that's true. Oh, Pog, this music is very intense. Woo. This playlist is called Playlist for Silly Goofsters. I saw this earlier and I wanted to play it because I think it's very fitting. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. This is the energy I need. This is the energy I need today. I'm not very energized again. But this time, it's not my fault. I got a good night's sleep. And then at the 11 a.m., my phone just went like, bleh, bleh. And then my other phone also went like, bleh, bleh. And I know how to turn it off on like my normal phone, so I turned it off, and then I was feeling good. But I didn't know how to turn it off on my other phone, like on the iPhone. So I pressed like all the buttons, and I was like tapping the screen and unlocked the display and everything, and it didn't turn off. So I put it under my pillow and like, you know, like I was trying to suffocate it, but it's the phone. No, I was doing that. Thank you for paying your taxes, Oshi. Mwah! Love you, Oshi. That was something. It just stopped after a while. It stopped after a while, fortunately, but I was not feeling it. And then I didn't get just one but two heart attacks because both of my phones went off, and they didn't go off exactly at the same time. It was like kinda, but there was like a few seconds in between where they went off. So I was like, oh, heart attack. Never mind, it's just a bait. Oh, another heart attack. Never mind, it's just bait. You know, kind of like that. Hello, happy to catch your stream. Hello, Moon. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I'm good. I hope you had a nice day so far. Today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I hope you had a nice Thursday. I hope your week was good so far. They play a scary noise in Germany, don't they? Do they? I think it sounds pretty much the same as the alert sound in the US, you know? What's it called, that kind of alert? Like Amber Alert or something? I think it's pretty much the same sound from what I know. It's not even the sound itself. I mean, it's a very unpleasant sound for sure, but the thing that bothers me the most about it is the volume. It's so freaking loud. It's so freaking loud. I had my normal phone like next to my head on the bed, you know, like next to my pillow. So I was sleeping. This thing went it went up right next to my ear. It was so loud. It scared the living crap out of me. Your eyes are so beautiful. Thank you. Witness the eyes. Wow. Rip ears? Yes, I have very sensitive ears. You know, with like cat ears and everything. Very sensitive hearing. You know? So that scared the living crap out of me. But I'm back. I'm alive. I'm alive. Why is there flower in eyes? Are you a plant? Yes, I'm a plant. I'm a plant. Hey, chat, if I were a plant, what kind of plant would... Oh, let's ask a different question. If I could be a vegetable, what kind of vegetable would I be? What kind of vegetable would you guys be? Do you have any idea? I think I kind of identify myself as like a... If we're talking about plants, then sunflower, yeah, sure, that's cute. But if we're talking about vegetables, a squash. That's oddly specific. I don't know why. Wait, what's a squash again? Is that what I think it is? Squash. Let me look it up. Images. Oh yeah, so it's like a zucchini kind of type. I see. I see. Which one though? There's so many different ones. They look so cute and colorful. Potato? Sweet potato? Maybe. Potatoes are very versatile. You can make a lot of really tasty stuff out of potatoes. You can make both one of my favorite snacks and my favorite alcoholic beverage. Okay, my second favorite alcoholic beverage out of potatoes. I'm a big potato fan. Honestly, Arya, I feel like you might be a pumpkin. Did you just call me fat? Not fat, more like round. More round. Maybe it's time to pull a pumpkin tie. How can we make that? How can we make that? Let's see. Lens distortion. Lens distortion. How do we get this? Wait, what's happening to me? This is not what a pumpkin looks like. Oh no. Put it back. Okay, there you go. There you go. Wait. Don't worry. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Why is it not working? This is not a pumpkin. Why is it not working? Hello? Intense. Oh. I mean, kinda. Maybe. I can kind of see it. Can you? Maybe. I don't think this is a very lore accurate pumpkin. Ugh. I'm too long. Put it back. There you go. Put it back. Okay. There you go. There you go. My ex used to say potatoes were the same as Baba Trailer Park Girl. Not much at face value, but has a lot of potential. What the hell? Like fries and wedges and gratin and stuff. Yeah, potatoes are really versatile. I like that a lot about them. Flatity. What do you mean? I'm not that flat. I'm not that flat. Why is it not working? I'm trying. There's like a certain look that I want to go for with this, but I can't get it. This looks cute though. It's kind of fitting. I think this is good me. Oh, sorry, ignore that part. I think this is good music for this. So maybe we put it like this. I feel like it works different every time. You know, I have like a rough idea of what the sliders do, but I feel like they're doing something different every time. So, let me see. Oh. I'm trying to go wide. Oh no, my brain! Why is this happening? Why is this happening? I don't want this to be happening. I don't want this... Okay, fine. I just zoom in. Now you can't see it anymore. few months ago, I made pumpkin pancakes. That sounds tasty. I've never tried making them, but it sounds really good. The biblically accurate art is coming out again. It's always been here. You just didn't see it. Stuck in textures and matrix glitches. Woo! Oh, now broke. Wait, I can break it like this. Oh, 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 oh. Are we on 4x3 resolution? It's like I don't know. Yeah, kind of. You know when people play CS:GO and they have their screen like stretched? That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel right now. How are you doing, me? How are you doing today, me? I hope you're doing well. Huh. This is a look, isn't it? It's a look. It's a look. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Ari has wider hitbox now. Joke's on you, my hitbox is a pixel. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. What was I gonna say? Wait, let me scroll up in chat. Maybe I remember. Maybe I remember. What was I talking about? Dude, I completely forgot. We're talking about potatoes, but I don't think it was related to potatoes. God, I forgot. If you forgot, it was not important. I mean, yeah, but I feel upset that I forgot. Because I felt like it was a good way to continue on the conversation. So now I'm kind of... I'm trying to remember. What could it be? She forgot. My brain is so small. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. God, what was I gonna say? Oh my god, I hope it comes back to me. I kind of feel like it was actually somewhat not important, but worth talking about. I think it was actually something worth talking about, so I hope it comes back to me. Wait, did I change my name on Twitter? Let me check real quick. Twitter! Oh yes, I did. I did. What are you as a vegetable? Nah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I had enough input. I had enough input. It's okay. I'm a pumpkin, I guess. I'm a pumpkin, I guess. I'm making pashkeri. Enjoy Oshi. I hope you're gonna have a good time eating that. I just I had lunch before stream as well. I ate tortellini. Hello, Zagon. Hello. I like the video quality. Thanks. Nice head. Thanks again. Oops. I should not go to the bottom of the screen. That's a bit cursed. Okay, there you go. There you go. Oh my god. What's wrong? You know, I'm gonna miss doing this stuff when I have a live 2D model. I mean, there's other things you can do with it instead. You know, there's other things you can do instead. So I just have to get used to it over time. And I think once my model is done, I'm gonna take like some time to like practice using it. You know, it takes some practice to use it well. I think like a lot of people think it's really. I mean, maybe a lot of people don't put a lot of effort into it, right? But I feel like for a lot of people, it's like you just turn on the program, you load the model, and then you use it. But I feel like if you want to use it well, you kind of need to know all the different functions of the program and what you can do with it to make sure you get the best out of it, you know? I like those memes where you take some parts from something or someone, divide by parts of the name. Oh, like what? Oh, that sounds interesting. What if you could warp the life to the... I think you can, now that... what's it called? VTube Studio? VTube Studio has Pt.2 support now, so you can put it into Vinyan, which is another program. Vinyan is mostly for 3D models, right? But you can put 2D models into Vinyan as well now, and you can kind of... you can like squish them, I suppose, because it's flat, and you can like kind of rotate it, but if you rotate a 2D image, it just becomes a flat line, right? That's a possibility now. VTubing 101 with waffle tie? I don't think this is very worthwhile. VTuber information here. Hi Tarka, how are you doing? Like the head is ah, the tail is re, so you combine them to make ah or re. Do you think I'm gonna be smarter if I just had 5 heads? Because then I would have 4 brain cells more than I have currently. You know? I'm glad you like me like this. Great, so many people on YouTube Studio and never touch it the whole stream. Yeah, you can do a lot with it. And it's the same for... I'm using VC Face, right? It's the same for VC Face. There's a lot of stuff you can do. A lot of effects and everything. Let me turn this off. There's like a few effects that... I'm gonna make myself smaller to not blind your eyes. There you go. There's like a bunch of things you can do. Oh.
Typical Ari 3-head Eligolo.
Ow. Thank you for the 3 months, Ilya. Much appreciated. Tastes good. Tastes good. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. What the hell is going on again? Don't ask what's going on. Am I a certified cool person? Of course. Always. Sorry? No, don't worry about it, Sigil. It's all good. Don't worry, don't worry. No hard feelings. It's all good. Don't worry. Doing white at time makes normal Ari look so weird now. What do you mean weird? This is my face! This is my face! You can't say I look weird. No, but I wanted to show you, like, some effects that you can do in VC Face. You can turn yourself into this. Hello. Hello. I'm in your anime. I'm in your anime. Hello, Kaiser. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Scary? Is it scary? Hey, do you guys know there's this one Life 2D model that is like black and white and like this very distinct art style. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you've seen it, you probably know which one I'm talking about. This kind of reminds me of it, you know? You can adjust it and all that kind of stuff. You can like set how dark it is, how like bright it is, the dot grid size. Well, it looks better if you have it smaller. Size factor, you know, all that kind of stuff. You can change the color. I can be pink. Can be pink. Cute. Kawaii. Kawaii. Are time? Yeah. It's a cute filter. It's a cute filter. You can also set grain. Look. I'm pixelated. Ooh. Ooh. This is... Do you guys ever look into the light and you see those little floaties? That's me. I'm the floaty. I'm the floaty. Oh, always a new version of Ari when I tune in. Hi, Raigor. How are you doing today? Luminance contribution. You see, there's all kinds of things you can do with it. Ba, 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 ba. There you go. There you go. Oh, another one. Oh. Ha!
Anniversary message.
Thank you so much for the 5 months and the terrific. Oh, my buddy. Thank you so much, Kura. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I didn't sub. Well, you subbed at some point. You subbed at some point, so that counts. That counts, you know? Those ears are scary. My ears are scary? What do you mean? I thought they're cute. What genre of anime and manga do you prefer? I don't watch a lot of anime anymore. I read a lot of manga. I used to, but now I don't really have the time for it anymore. But the genre that I like the most, I like shows about friendship and like that kind of stuff. Like Little Busters is one of my favorite animes, but I also like really cheesy romance, okay? Like super cheesy romance. That's like chef's kiss. I know some people are afraid to speak up, but I love cheesy romance. Yeah, and comedy as well. Comedy as well, of course. Yasubasa is so good. I love it. Like Horimiya? Yeah, like that. Like that, kinda. But I'm really... I don't know. I'm not really picky. It can be super tacky. and I'll like it. Good, and you? Oh yeah, I'm good too, Torika. It's really nice to see you here today. Asobi, Asubase, and Nichido are peak anime. They are. I love them. Why girl romance or the other pairings? Yeah, I guess. Well, it doesn't always have to be boy girl. No, just be girls. But I mean, most of the romance shows are just a boy and a girl, right? So that's what I usually watch. If I do watch it, I haven't really watched anime in a while. The only one that I still watch is One Piece. Just out of habit, I guess. Just out of habit, because I've been watching One Piece for so long, I kind of don't want to stop. I feel like it would be such a waste. After all these years of watching One Piece, I cannot give up. I cannot give up. I have to stay strong. I have to stay focused. I need to see the end of it. What else do we have? Color. Though I do kind of... You can kind of, you know... what I have personally with my model, the way when I exported it, it looks kind of washed out. So you can change like the saturation and all that kind of stuff about the model, you know? Oh, me when my favorite waffle shop closes. Ooh, sunk cost fallacy. Yeah, pretty much. So you can also change the brightness. Now it's dark in my room. Ah, my eyes. You know, you can change all these kinds of things. Can change the tint as well, you know. You can some of these OBS... Yeah, you can do it with OBS filters as well, of course. You can do it with OBS filters too. Works really well. There's ambient occlusion. If I turn it off, you see my model looks kind of flat. You see it looks kind of flat. So it adds a bit of dimension to it. You see it? You see it? A little bit of color. A little bit of color. You can tell. You can tell the difference. It looks really good. I just realized it, yeah. You can tell the difference. It makes a pretty... If you don't know it's there, it doesn't make that big of a... You don't see that it's there until you see it's no longer there. But it makes a really big difference in adding some dimension. You know? Borderlands black lines? Yeah. You know those like really distinct outlines? Is this like a lot of things that people have on their V-Ride models that gives them that V-Ride look? It's either the lack of outlines, especially on the hair, or really noticeable outlines, which it can be good, right? Sometimes it looks really good. It's just like a different style. But some people like that. Some models look really good. I have lines, but they're a bit thinner, you know? You know, they're a bit thinner. But I had when I made the model at the start, I didn't have any outlines on the hair, but it looked really strange. So I added like really thin outlines to there, and I think it looks much better this way. Are you putting the effort in? Yeah, it took me... You know, my model is really simple. It's a really simple V-Ride model, like really basic. Like my hair is literally a preset from V-Ride Studio. It's literally a V-Ride Studio preset, you know? The ears are just, you know, from V-Ride Studio. But it took me so long to make it, because I really tried to make it look as 2D as possible with like a 3D program. And if you guys watch other people that use V-Ride models, you can usually tell when someone has a V-Ride model. You know, especially because of the hair texture. It's always the hair and the face texture. Those two are the two biggest giveaways that it's a V-Ride model. Cheetah spot hair preset? No, the texture is not a preset. The texture, I made it myself. Like, I just saw that like one of the hair strands was kind of messed up. Whatever. No, like the texture in the back, I made it myself. Like the cheetah print texture. I made it myself. I found a cheetah texture on the internet and then like put it on like a normal hair texture looking thing, and then painstakingly adjusted the position and the width and everything. And it's not perfect, right? It's not perfect. But I thought this is the best way I could have something like this on a 3D model. I also tried making one big hair, like one really, really, really thick hair at the back, and then just putting the texture on it, but that looked really goofy. It looked really goofy, you know? I love One Piece, a show where the guy wants to be the king of the pirates for Soul Society. This is a very a fair summary. Summary is the word. Yeah, that's what I meant. A fair summary, yes. Not to self-advertise, just because on topic, I'm doing the modern Vera, there's a lot to do. Yeah, there's a lot to do. People underestimate it. They're like, hee, you can just make Vera model. It's easy. I mean, it's easy. There's just a lot to do, especially if you want to make sure it's perfect. You know, with the expressions and everything, there's so much that you have to set up. And if you want to add any extra stuff to it, I'll remember you. I'll remember you. The moment you start up Unity, I'm with you in spirit, you know? It's just the amount of stuff that you have to learn on top if you want to customize it. It's kind of funny. Cause when you have a live 2D model, it's pretty simple, right? Because it's just very distinctively split in two parts. The art and the rig. And that's it. You know, you can like add like assets to it in VTube Studio and all that kind of stuff. But it's a lot more straightforward. It's more work for sure, but it's a lot more straightforward. Whereas, if you want to make a V-Ride model, you make it in V-Ride Studio. Then you put it into Unity. Into Unity. If you want to make custom assets for it, you're gonna have to go into Blender. It's just a lot more. And especially when I try to make the... Dude, my tail is so simple, right? My tail is so simple. There's literally nothing to it. It's just like a mouth-shaped rod, basically. But it took me an entire day to make it. You know, it took me an entire day to make it. And to get it to move. And putting the freaking bones into that thing. And weight painting and everything. I was watching tutorials. I was crying. Because there's a lot of tutorials for Unity and for Blender. But especially when it comes to VTuber-specific stuff, there's not that much. There is tutorials. There is tutorials for it, right? But a lot of it is not very specific to a certain thing that you want to do. That's a problem I ran into many times. You know, for the ear wiggle? I didn't find the ear wiggle tutorial. I saw this randomly in a tutorial on how to make like wings move. And I just applied it to the ears, you know? And it's the same for the tail, right? I looked up tail tutorials, but they were all for like fluffy tails. Like the ones that you make in V-Ride Studio yourself. There was no tail tutorial for my freaking like thin wiggly tail. So I had to look up a tutorial on how to make like a tube in Blender and how to put like a cap on the, like a rounded cap on the tube where you can like apply a separate texture to, you know? It was so cursed. It was so cursed. I had to look up tutorials for every single thing, and then at the very end I had finished the tail, I put it into Unity, and it didn't move. It did not move. It didn't move. After an entire day of work, it did not move. It didn't freaking move after all of it. And then I was crying, dude. I gave up. And then I was sitting in front of my PC for an hour and I was like, I can't give up now. So I went back in and I played around with it and then it worked. And then it worked. Oh, thank God. Show it? You want to see the tail? I mean, it doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look perfect, right? Like, you see it's like really straight at some point, but you don't see it. That's why I didn't go in to like fix it. Because it's behind me anyway. It's behind me anyway. Also, there's like a seam on it, right? You see it in the back? You don't see it from the front. That's why I put it in the back. Where is the tail connected to? It's connected to my hip bone. It's connected to my hip bone. Kinda sus? Nah, that's weird. It's connected to my hip bone. Ah, so much talking. So much talking. Does that mean you can fly using your ears? Let me try. Ooh. I'm going to to the moon, chat. Goodbye. Ah. I came back down. Hi. Did you miss me? And the hip bone's connected to the backbone. Yes, it is. It is a big chain of connections. Thank you, Koro, for the sip of water. Good thing cats always land on their feet, yes? Is your knees okay? I don't have knees. No, just kidding. I do have knees. I'm okay. I'm okay. Are you gone? Next stream. See you next week. Bye-bye. See you next week. Bye-bye. No knees? My problem with the 3D model were the ears and glasses. The model only had animal ears. I had to hide the frame of the glasses behind the hair. Well... well... You know, it happens quite often that people put human ears on me, but the truth is, these glasses hold up with magic. They hold up with magic, and as you can see, you can't tell, because there's a whole lot of hair right above it. I'm hiding it. I'm hiding it really well. The glasses are glued to the head. Yes. Magic. It's glue and a bit of magic. You know? Magic glasses. Yes. Yes, magic glasses. My music is over. Maybe that's a sign to start playing the game, but where's my controller? Anyone see my controller? Oh, I find it. Wait, let me... Oh, the cable. There's so many cables. Are you without hair? It looks kind of strange. Looks kind of strange. I looked at it the other day. It looks kind of strange. I looked at it when I made the birthday model. It looks kind of strange, doesn't it? Okay, where's my game? Where's my game? There's my game. Controller Doko! I found it. What the hell's behind your head? What do you mean behind my head? Huh? What do you mean behind my head? Cheetah strip? Yeah, that's cheetah dots. What are you saying? What the hell? That's so mean. That's so mean. It's my cheetah dots. It's cheetah print. Yes. You know, I wanted... A lot of people have like... if they have like an animal with like dots on their fur or sorry, sometimes they have it on their ear, but I couldn't really... I tried putting it on my ears as well, but it looked really scuffed. So I tried to find another way to incorporate... Apology? Nah, it's okay, don't worry about it. So I tried to find another way to incorporate it, and if you saw like the original Ari design, you know that I drew it into the back of the hair, because I thought it would be a really good spot for it. So that's why I have it here still. And it's gonna be on my new model too. I don't know, I think at this point it's just kind of, you know, it's a look. Iconic. Iconic. Because I can't really have those dots anywhere, like on my skin or something. I think that would look a bit strange. People already like, what are those bags under your eyes? What are those bags under your eyes? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I did not know how to make it look better. Let me... there you go. Especially with no glasses. Yeah, I mean, I look at it, I don't see eye bags, you know? I think it's a strange look for eye bags. But if you've seen a cheetah, you know that it has a line going from like their tear duct to like down the cheek. So I tried doing that as well, but it looked really bad on a model. Like on a humanoid face, it looked really strange. So I ended up drawing them like this, even though it's not super accurate. But I kind of wanted something, you know? I wanted something to like maybe show that it's not, you know, just a human with cat ears. I thought they were glasses. A lot of people think that, but look, if I look to the side, you can very clearly, you know, if I look to the side, it's very noticeable. It's not connected. That's what those are for. Yes. I only have 4 keys. I only have 4 keys. So I still don't have enough to unlock the glove. That's kind of annoying. Everyone ready for the Ari-type drinking game? Wait for Ari to say, I suppose. Oh no. I'm at work, no drinking game here? That's very respectable. Let me figure out the controls again. So there's the charge attack. There's the range. This, and when I hold it, it spins like this. Ah, very nice.
Oops, gotta go.
Very nice. I received another update for my live to doing model art today, and I'm really happy how it's coming along. You know, I'm very excited.
Your father Hades and my father Zeus have not communicated in some time. And Zeus refuses to explain.
I mean, obviously, I picked the artists because I like their art, right? But you know, then actually seeing myself, like my new model with the outfit that me and my friend designed, it's just mind-blowing, you know? It's just so good. Your special is stronger and can deflect. Your attack is stronger. Oh, that's quite a big buff, you know? It's like double damage. Maybe I should go for this.
Divine protection.
Glad you're happy with what you got? Yeah, of course. Did you know that cheetahs have tails that are about 2/3 of the length of their body? Yeah, I know they're really long. I wanted to have mine a bit longer, but I thought it was gonna look a bit goofy. Looks a bit goofy, because if you have like a humanoid body, obviously the tail is gonna be much higher up than it would be on a actual cheetah's body, you know, like a cat body. Obviously the entire thing is much more elongated.
Might as well.
Might as well. Let's go here. Shading is so good on a 2D model. It is. And I really love that they put a lot of emphasis into, you know, like the face and the hair and everything. Because I think that's the most important part. And they killed it. They killed it, really. I'm so happy. Let's see. What do we have here? A trophic eclipse. For the next 3 encounters, total life reduced. Anything's worth plus 69%. Nice. For the next 4 encounters, each time you cast. Afterwards, gain +1 thing. I don't really use my cast. I guess I can just take this. It shall be so. Beep boop. Yeah, I'm really excited for my model art to be done. And once it's done, I'm gonna... Who did that? Who did that? We're vibing. Oh, where do we go here? You just got your baited. Thank you. Thank you. Again? Another one. But don't spam it. Don't spam it. No spamming. You just got your baited. This song is so funny. I like it. No problem. Thank you. You just got debated. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. People love debated tie. They do. I mean, I like it too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. My special attack deals so much damage now. That's crazy. Woo! But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to, you know, I've been sharing my model art with the people who contributed to my birthday bash the most. And, you know, of course, my moderators. And I'm really happy about all the positive reactions to it so far. Because, you know, as I said, it's quite a different look, you know? Like, the general idea of the character is still the same, you know? You can clearly tell it's me. But it looks quite different, you know? It doesn't look quite as young anymore. Which, personally, I'm really happy about. I'm really happy about that. Because I always found it a bit awkward. And I feel like sometimes people kind of mistook me for, you know, like a really young person or something like that. So I'm really happy that that's out of the way. Are you turning to me all the time? But it's just that, you know, I know some people, they like having, you know, those really young looking models, and I think they're cute, but I don't think that I have either the voice or the personality for it. So yeah, I'm really happy. So the Arya, I'm you but better. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Let's see, what do we have here? Thank you for paying your taxes. Much appreciated. And thank you for the sip of water, Shings. Welcome. Cast damages. Your abilities that can deflect also make foes exposed. Death Defiance? Oh, this seems good. This seems good. Okay, let's go for the key. Honestly, the money you commission truly embodies you. I'm really happy to hear that. Wait, what is this room? What is this room? It's a weird room. Restore health? Oh, what did I do here? It feels weird. What is this place? Have I been to a room like this before? There's nothing here. I just take the health, I guess. Thanks. Looks amazing. I'm so happy you like it. Really. Right now. I was really worried that people would be like, "Oh, I like your old model better." You know, I think that's a valid concern that a lot of people have when they upgrade their model. And you know, it's like a fairly, you know, it's like a really fair critique. Because of course some people are gonna like one design over another. Everybody has a different taste. But yeah, I'm really happy that so far everything that I've heard from people was really positive. And once I can show it to everybody, I hope that everyone else will like it as well. As long as it's bonkable, of course. And I think if you have a Life 2D model, it's actually a bit easier with the whole tit setup, because it will actually follow your model around. Now, if I want to move my model, I'm gonna have to move like an entire group in OBS to make sure my tits is still stacked on top of my model like this. Will the invisible banana still be there? I'll be honest, Sigil, I'm probably too lazy to change it. So, yes. If it works, it works. If it works, it works. If there's no reason to get rid of the invisible banana, we will keep it. We will keep it. Gotta take care of the Twitch integrated throwing system. That's what it stands for. That's what it stands for. Twitch integrated throwing system. Where you can throw stuff at people and bonk. It has a really interesting... What's the word? Abbreviation? Yeah. Like the... You know when you shorten it. Then it turns into teeth. Power of Olympus. Sure. Give it to me. Invisible bananas get donated to mods for every bonk redeemed. Yes. Let's see, what do we have? Slain foes have a 15% chance to drop healing items. I really liked that one last time.
Just what I need.
So 50% damage to armor. Gemstones. I don't really need this. I feel like Twitch knew what they were doing when they made that name. Oh, Twitch didn't make that name. It's a application made by like a... It's like just a single person that makes a program, I think. But yeah, it's kind of a joke name. They also had a YouTube integration. Cause obviously, you know, Tits only works on Twitch because it's Twitch integrated throwing system. They also had like a YouTube version of it, which I think they took down again because it's not working properly. But it also had a funny name, if I remember. I didn't know about that. Yeah, it's just one person that makes the Twitch integrated throwing system. Ow. Sandwich! Sandwich! This is so strong. I wonder how long it's gonna take until the bonks break today. Wait, what's this? It's an exclamation mark. Good day. Summit. Summit, how many people have actually redeemed the Ara? Like, it's been redeemed a few times. It's been redeemed a few times, maybe like 10 times or so.
If I may be so bold,
I don't have the exact numbers, but it's been redeemed a few times. A lot of channel points have been spent.
Look, I have to level with you, Sisyphus.
Yes.
I'm leaving the house.
Bonk till it breaks for signs?
You understand,
No,
sure.
I was really happy. The past 2 streams, nothing broke.
Ooh, that is quite an undertaking, Prince. If it wasn't you yourself proposing it, I'd like to call it madness, truth be told. Though you're just mad enough.
I did at least once.
Well,
yeah, a bunch of people did.
Make it. Good fortune out there.
Good fortune out there. What do I... How much health do I have? Oh, it says there. Is it all for... Okay. Stronger? Maybe I'll just take the healing. I'll just take the healing. I'm playing it safe. Oh, fries!
Cheers, mate.
Fries! Fries! Insane! We got fries! Insane! I love fries. Got speed and all.
Blood and darkness.
Oh. What is this? What's happening here? Oh, it's Daddy.
I'm in for it.
I'm in for it. 45 seconds? Oh wait, I could have farmed healing items if I'd known I got a room like this. Well, best to play it safe, you know? Best to play it safe.
At least I'm picking up some
Hello
coin.
there, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. What is this? Eye looking. Oh, I didn't realize I could dash across there.
Nearly made it.
Nearly made it. Yes, we almost made it. Ooh. Shooting the skull. Futurama, friends?
Peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet. Why does he hate me so? Oh, there's another one of these. Ooh. Are you learning dashes? I'm evolving. I'm evolving. Okay, let's see. Where does this take me?
The heart of the underworld.
Chaos. Ooh. Fear me. Roiling ambush. You face more foes. Afterwards, you deal damage striking foes from behind. Your dash strike? I don't really use that. Boons have 17% chance to be rare or better. Less movement speed? It's not too bad. I feel like I can work with this. Instead of running, she dashes. Yes. My mark be with you. Okay. Where are we going? Go. Health. Sure. You guys are oh my god, I'm so slow. I'm so slow, chat.
Keep me going.
I'm the slowest cheetah. Ooh. It's okay. I'll be fine. I was truly just dashing. Truly. Hi, Tremagan. How are you doing?
Zagreus. I sense something. Is that... Ah. You've been in contact with chaos.
She has an interesting voice.
Just because chaos is giving me
Is Meg tsundere?
they're getting involved with this.
I
does it?
suppose. Yeah.
You don't know who.
I think she's definitely a tsundere.
About them for me
Oh yeah, take a shot.
Here, I'll give you a chance to ask her very soon.
Her voice is so interesting.
I'll make this quick.
Oh god. It's impossible to run away from her. Oh god. I'm so slow.
Eat this.
Oh my god, I did not consider this. I did not consider this part. Is there anything else that I... There's something shooting at me. I I did not consider this, chat. I made a mistake. A big mistake. A big mistake. Okay, deflected. I mean, I can work with this. Is it good? No. But I can work with it. I can work with it, I think. I suppose. If I'm far enough away from her, I think it's fine. Oh. The deflecting is really strong. Big mistake. Yes. Okay. You see, if you're really far away, it's not that bad. If you're really far away, it's not that bad at all. Okay, getting this one out of the way. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Well, she's like 1/3 of HP left. That's good. That's good. I like that. It's doable. But it's really not that fun. I'll be honest with you, this movement speed is really not that fun. I was low-key expecting... I wasn't expecting to be this slow. I was expecting to be slower, but this is really freaking slow.
I will not let you win.
I will not let you win. It's not about letting me win. It's about me winning regardless. My love.
You better run.
Oh god. Okay, well, I lived. Somehow. Magically, I survived. Magically, I survived. Which is, I mean, that's all I can ask for, really, in this situation. You better walk, perhaps? Yeah. She's kind of not really... You know, there were like a bunch of gaps, actually. Okay. Another one. There you go. Mind the gap. Ari, when she took that boon, clueless, this toxic.
I did.
Will it feel like something's missing when Ari finishes Elden Ring? Well, maybe I'll play Dark Souls in the future. And then I'm gonna need a plus Dead Master very, very desperately again. Oh.
Oh. Die.
No? Actually, let me change something. When I watched the VOD last time, I noticed the music was... Oh, it was kind of loud. It was a bit... low. I think it's better now. It was a bit... It wasn't like super quiet, you know? I just... When I watched the VOD, it was a bit quiet. Not super, but I just wanted a tad louder. So I made it a tad louder. Let's see. Game plus 25. Max life? Oh yeah, max life. Okay. And sure, Chaos Gate was one ahead. Nah, I'm good. I'll go with these two.
I'll just take this one.
Yes, I'll just take this one. Thank you. I'm so slow. Toxic dad.
See you, Tartarus.
Relatable. 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 Ugh. Asphodel.
Within the
Help me. I'm so slow.
The vast majority of those who lived upon
I'm so slow. No, guys, I was talking to the rigger that I was interested in, and they're gonna be opening commissions at the end of the month. So please cross your fingers that I will get accepted, because I'm gonna be really sad if I don't get accepted from that rigger. Because I know some people are in really high demand, and I'm in their Discord server, and there's like a bunch of like big, not like big, but like way bigger than me VTubers in there. And if they're gonna apply for commissions too, I just feel like, you know, a lot of times artists prefer to go with people that have like a bigger community, like a bigger following. And I'm not that big, so please wish me luck. I would be more than happy to have that person on my rig. Because they just seem like extremely competent, you know? Like I contacted them regarding... There's like flowers in my model. And I contacted them regarding the separation of them. Because I want them to look as good as they can. And they were like really competent. They were explaining to me how everything has to be like cut separately. And like how it has to be cut. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm on fire! I'm not crossing my fingers. I know Arya will be accepted. Well, I hope so. I hope so. And I think it's gonna be a lot more helpful if I'm pretty sure my model art is gonna be done until then. But I think this really helps as well. And yeah. Really looking forward to it. I'm hoping for the best. If not, I'm gonna have to find someone else. Can I tell you a tip for the spear? Sure. What is it? If you have a pro tip, I'll take it. Right now, I'm using this fight a lot because I have like a boon on it that makes it a lot stronger. If you have a pro tip, then I'll take it. Looking forward to the finished model? Yeah, me too. I'm really excited, but I'm also nervous. But I'm also kind of sad because in the end, it's a bit more expensive than I anticipated it to be. And I really wanted to update my emotes as well. And the emote artists that I got them from, they're not doing commissions anymore, like in general. So I'll probably have to go with a different artist. And emotes are really expensive, so I don't know. I wanted to update a bit more of my stuff, but I'll have to see what I can do myself and what I'm gonna outsource, and yeah. Depending on how fast everything goes and what I can find and like how expensive everything will be, I'll probably take some time with like my new model. Because I would like to have at least some stuff ready for it. It doesn't have to be everything, of course. But it's not like I'm in a rush to use my new model. I have a model, it works fine. You hold the attack, charge it up, destroy it. You spin around, you can dash at the same time. Ooh. Let me try that out. That wasn't a dash, sorry. Ow.
My chaos boon evolved a new effect.
Hold the attack, charge it up, spin around, you can dash at the same time. To make go in the direction. Am I doing it wrong? The second it blinks. Huh. I can't try the max. Okay. Huh. Maybe I just suck. I'm sorry, Milo. But thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. Maybe I'm too stupid too. Maybe it's an upgrade. Oh, maybe it's an upgrade. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too stupid to pull it off as well. Time to work overtime to fun. Nah, it's fine. You know, like I said, I'm not in a rush or anything at all. Might be an upgrade. Yeah, maybe it's an upgrade. But you know, at the end of the day, the most important part about everything is the model. And if there's some things, you know, there's some things that I would like to have, but I don't need them, you know? Maybe I'll just get them over time then. I'm not in a rush. I feel like there's always the really big expectation to like have like a really massive like debut or re-debut with like a ton of new shit and everything. Not where people have the trailers and they're like new overlays, new emotes, no panels, new I don't know, religion, something, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I feel like sometimes the expectation is it's a bit too high. It's a bit unrealistic sometimes, I feel like, because not everybody does it like that, and not everybody should feel forced to have it like this. So I'm not gonna pressure myself too much. No, I'm just here to have fun. And while there's like certain, you know, traditions in the VTuber community, I think it's more important that I'm happy and I can afford everything, of course, instead of going broke just for something like that. Ari casually drops new model, refuses to elaborate. I'll just side stream it with it at some point. No announcement, no nothing. That would be funny. That's my plan, stop reading my mind? It's fair, you know? A lot of people put so much pressure on themselves to have like a debut or something like that. But honestly, what's the point? If you're streaming for fun, there's not really a point. Unless you want it, you know? If you want it for yourself, that's fair. You know, if that's what makes you happy, then go for it. I know a lot of people want it because they enjoy it, you know? They like the idea of it. But I don't know. It makes me a bit sad to see that a lot of people, you know, a lot of people spend a lot of money they don't really have on something like that when it's completely irrelevant. Because realistically speaking, for most of the people who have like a debut, it's not really gonna do much for them. Some people see those streamers that end up really lucky, who get a ton of traction for their debut, and they're able to keep it. But realistically, that's not the case for most people. They get some traction on their debut, and they have like a few more viewers for like maybe the first week or something, but then it just falls off over time, and in the end, it wasn't worth it. Okay, let's see. Oh. Your community has a lot of understanding people. Yes, I know, and I'm really grateful for that. What do we have? Your attack inflicts doom. Dash creates a blade rift where you started. What's this? Flashing metal vortex rapidly deals damage. Oh, that's interesting. Your call turns you... I haven't used that call at all, you know? I haven't used that call at all. I think I'll take the doom. Terrifying to see people putting everything on debut. Yeah, I mean, a debut really... It makes a lot of sense for like corporations and everything who have the resources to build a big hype and everything. But especially for people who are just starting out, there's... I don't know. There's not really... I don't want to say there's no point. But it's not as important as some people think it is. People put way too much importance on it. And then they stand there at the end of the day and they're not happy with their viewer count or, you know, like their community or something like that. And all the money that I spent on it was wasted in their eyes. Because they didn't get from it what they hoped they would get. Why not call it debut wedding? Same thing when you think about it. It's kind of different. Also, I think if you call it a wedding, you're gonna attract a lot of parasocial weirdos. You know, I'm always trying my best to be careful with the wording that I choose because I don't... You know, it's one thing if people get like crazy attached to you for no reason and they think they have like a chance or something like that, right? But I think there's also... The streamer also has a certain kind of responsibility. Because if you keep, you know, pandering to people in a certain kind of way and use like wording and like treat people like they're more, and then at the end of the day it's not. No, I don't want to blame them, but I think it really plays into it as well. So yeah, I try my best to choose my wording very carefully to make sure that nobody misunderstands. Because I'm just a streamer. I'm just a streamer. I don't want people to feel like they can be like my my boyfriend or my girlfriend or something like that, or just my friend in general. Some people watch streamers in the hopes of becoming friends with them, and that's kind of weird. Because you don't know them, they don't know you. How can you be friends with someone like that? It doesn't work. You can't be friends with someone you don't really know. Oh. We're not friends? I appreciate you. But, you know, calling viewers friends is... It's a bit... I don't know. Like I said, I don't know you that much. It's difficult to put it into words, right? Friends are like people that I hang out with in private and that know like me, you know, the person behind the character. And I have some friends that I met through streaming, you know, other streamers mostly. And I have friends who... Most of the friends that I have, they're like way before I started streaming, you know? Yeah, I know. I'm glad. There's a difference between friends and being friendly towards people. Yeah, and like... I like saying this. Just because I don't like see every single person as my friend doesn't mean I don't care about them or like I don't want them to do well. Because I really do care about... You know, I really do care about you guys. And I want you guys to be like happy and to do well in life and everything. Okay, let's see. Health restoration. Game +1 thingy majingy from a cast. Oh. I don't really like any of these. Just take I'll just take these, I guess. It's a really good way that you put it, Kurama. Put it a really good way. Let me see here.
Hit me.
Hit me! Hit me, baby, one more time.
In the name of Hades.
Thank you for caring for your views, of course. Of course. Chamber reward previews are hidden. Any coin you find is worth plus 80%. Each time you cast. Worth. Yeah, I'll take this one, I suppose. No casting. No casting after I just got an upgrade that gives me an extra cast. What did I go with? I could make my spear throw even stronger. Maybe I'll go for that. Yeah, but I really think that it's like a both-sided responsibility to, you know, not feed too much into that kind of stuff. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. In a lot of cases, you know, it's like it's viewers who kind of get the wrong idea. But in some cases, I know that some streamers go like really far and feed like a lot into that, you know, girlfriend experience and all that kind of stuff. And I understand they don't deserve to be harassed or threatened or something like that over it. But if you cater towards a certain kind of audience, you also have to expect to attract people of that audience, you know? Oh, we made it to the snake! And some people are able to enjoy that kind of stuff as like a purely, you know, fictional thing. Some people are able to make that differentiation, but you also have to keep in mind that some people don't. And it's not because they're bad people, it can have any kinds of reasons, you know? Some people just don't understand it. Some people are just really young. Some people don't have experience with it. Hey, there's a shield on there. Understandable. I wish I could be a psychopathic ex-guy. Real life? I wish I could be Catgirl in real life. But it is what it is, and I am not, so... It do be like that. Ooh. This spear is so freaking strong. Am I good? Yeah, that was all. I still can't cast, right? I don't think I can. Bam, bam. Bam. I mean, I like to believe that there's good streamers for everyone. Yeah, that's what I think too. There's so many streamers, and especially now, there's so many VTubers. Like, the entire VTuber market is so saturated, you can always find someone who, you know, floats your goat.
Brought friends, have you?
Oh god, there's so many. Oh, there's so many. Am I gonna get through this? My health, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, never mind. I have this. Oh, true.
Finished.
Last chance. It kind of looked like sunflower seeds when it exploded. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. No, maybe it would be nice to be able to cast right now. I didn't want to say it, but I really think that would help. Oh, I completely threw that the wrong way. Bam, 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 bam. I feel a bit silly. I feel a bit silly attacking like this. But it deals so much damage. And if it works, it works. I'm gonna make do with what we have. Whew, wouldn't that mean all the girl wouldn't do is sleep and knock stuff off the tables every day? I mean, who's saying that I'm not already doing that? So it's kind of like me. That's the tactic. You gotta be silly. I'm always silly. I'm a silly little goober. I'm a silly little goober. Learn you. Ooh. Ooh.
You surpassed my Hydra.
Ooh. Rest in peace.
You are correct, Father.
Okay. How are you doing? Like, I hope you're doing well. Okay, what do we have? Got some healing juice. Ah, slurpa. How can I open that thing again? Ah, okay, so this is how I look at it. Silly cheetah goober. Uh-huh. So this is still... For 2 more. Okay, for 2 more thingies.
Should I take the trade?
No, let's see. What can we
Exactly what I
have?
need.
Replenishes 1 use of Death Defiance. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. I'll take it. I'll take it. You deal 50% damage to armor. Sure. Why not? That could be good. And look, there's a... What do you call it again? A cogwheel, right? Coggers.
Closer.
I'm learning so much from Twitch. Hey, Sealer. Okay, so last time we made it to this area already, but I didn't manage to defeat the boss. That boss was murdering me. That boss was wild. Here you go for you. Let's go here. I think this way. I think this way.
Reasonable, no?
Oh, there's the egg. I remember this. I really didn't like this area. It felt so... It felt really long and tedious to kill mobs here. I don't know why. Probably because I suck. Probably because I suck. But it felt... I don't know. I guess it makes sense. You know, we're like further into the game. It makes sense that it's a bit slower and takes... Oh. What the hell was that? Those spikes at the edge. I didn't even notice there were traps. I didn't even notice there were traps. I just kind of walked there, stood there, and was like, What's that damage? Let's see. Slicing shots. Battle Rage, Impending Doom. Attack or special deals more damage. Only for one attack though? That doesn't sound too good. A cast sense of blade drift hurtling ahead. Maybe I'll take the extra doom damage. I've only been on this platform for a year. Being this community taught me so much about emotes. Yeah, Twitch emotes are really... You know, Twitch culture is really interesting. It's really interesting. I like it a lot more than... You know, it actually has like some kind of community feeling compared to YouTube. You know? Even though, you know, people might not have something to do with each other, you know, like between like streamers and all. But still, like, all these emotes and like all those extensions that give you extra emotes just kind of make it feel like a really, really big community, you know? You don't really have that on YouTube. It feels a lot more separated on YouTube. Ow. It feels a lot more separated on YouTube, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, some people don't like Twitch culture. So for them, it's really good that they have something else. It's good that YouTube is so different from Twitch for them. But for me personally, I don't know. I just really appreciate that community feeling you have on Twitch and the way you can interact with your views on Twitch. There's just so many more possibilities. And I think over time it's gonna change as well. When there's gonna be more stuff developed for YouTube. But until then, I'm a Twitch girly. Twitch culture here, yes. So glad that the people I found here are all great. Yeah. I'm really glad that I managed to build a community that I... You know, I know some people, and like even friends of mine, they kind of scared of their own community, and I'm really glad I don't have to feel that way. I'm really glad that every time I start my stream, I'm looking forward to it. And every time I wake up in the morning, I think about, you know, my amazing community. Holy crap, snipers! Sniper! I'm getting sniped from across the room. You should be, I'm very scary. Nah, dude. Nah, dude. Uh-huh. Can I attack that thing? No, it just shoot straight anyway. Well, that's fine, I guess. Wow, wow. Emergency alarm goes off and Ari thinks of us? Well, maybe not in that case. The first thing I thought was like, oh my god, that was today. And the second thought was, how do I turn it off? And then I turned it off on my first phone. And then like the second I turned it off, it started on the other phone. And there I couldn't turn it off. So then I was like, how do I turn it off? And it was so loud, you can't lower the volume of it. It just plays on max volume of your phone. So I didn't even have time to Google it because it was so obnoxiously loud. So I just suffocated my phone under my pillow. Okay. He did it.
Here? That's a relief.
Our ears dead. Very dead indeed. I was not vibing. Yeah, technically YouTube as a streaming platform is much better than Twitch. Also because, you know, the bitrate that you can... The max bitrate on Twitch is only... It's only 6,000 kilobytes per second. It's kind of low. Especially if you're using the NVIDIA encoder. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. That's why sometimes my stream looks a bit pixelated or something like that. It's because it's kind of low. Hi, Danny. Have a good time cooking. Enjoy your meal. Thank you for stopping by and paying your taxes. Joel sucking butterflies. Butterfly. think it's 8k if you're a partner. Maybe it's 8k as part. Like 8k would already help a lot, you know. And also, what you can do. 6k is recommended by Twitch, and Twitch says it's the maximum, right? But you can kind of play around with it, you know. You just gotta make sure your connection is still stable. But yeah, even 8k is still really low. I think it's much higher on YouTube if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong about it. Are you partner push when? Maybe when I'm closer to like the average views, but I haven't really grown much in terms of that, so I don't know. It'll probably take a few years if I decide to still continue streaming until then. I think doing a partner push when you're nowhere near the 75 average viewers it's not good for yourself. It's not good for your mental health as well. Because realistically speaking, most of the people who, you know, even if they have like an established community, if they're nowhere near close that average view number, they're not gonna make it. And then you're putting in so much effort and time into something that is, you know, not gonna happen. You know, it's a hard pill to swallow for some people, I guess. That's why I'm not pushing for it, or like I'm not expecting to reach it, or like hope for it, or like work towards it, because not everyone can be a Twitch partner. And just because you're a Twitch partner, it doesn't really give you that many benefits anymore. You get more emote slots, maybe like the higher streaming bitrate, but other than that, it's not worth destroying yourself over for. It's better to have it happen somewhat naturally, you know, like organically. Also, it can be incredibly demotivating if you have like, let's say you have like 80 average views because you're pushing for partner or something like that. And then once you're done, all these people will stop watching again, you know? Then you'll be back to like having 30 or 40 average views. Which I think is kind of sad. Gotta kill the purple ball to spell. Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me. I'm sorry, I couldn't. I couldn't read it in the meantime. I was kind of thinking that, but I was so, you know, I was so invested in my own conversation with myself, I suppose. I was just killing the mobs on the side, kinda. If you care about your mental health, avoid YouTube creator dashboard. Yeah, that's true. That's, I mean, not for everybody, right? But some people get incredibly fazed by those numbers. They really, really take them to heart. Which, having conversations with Hypnos, 15. So I need to talk to him like 15 times? That's interesting to know. Yeah, it's
What jobs the house contractor has available?
It's not just the YouTube creator dashboard. It's also freaking YouTube comments, dude. Some people get the most nasty comments on YouTube Shorts.
Prince, your father. I think he's pretty steamed right now about something. So maybe you could stay away from him, or I could tell him you're not here.
She's cute.
That's quite all right, Dusa. I'm not afraid of him, and neither.
The amount of times I've been like insulted on the comments in my YouTube Shorts is insane. I always just delete them, right? I don't even react to it. I just delete them.
Doing my job here,
but it's crazy. Because I upload the same videos to like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, and it's only YouTube Shorts comments that are so incredibly nasty. And a lot of people feel really sad about it as well. Someone insult your shorts? Yeah, it happened quite a few times. I just deleted though. No, people calling me like weird or cringe or like nasty or something like that. It do be like that sometimes. It do be like that. Rest? Rest.
I'm wide awake.
I'm wide awake, yeah. Wait. Isn't there something about my dad? Oh, wants to talk to me. Let me pet the doggo first.
Pets like this, don't you?
Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Who's a good boy? You're a good puppy. Yeah. I love the dog.
Megarod tells me that you surpassed her well out there. How utterly embarrassing for her.
Always cringe at just weird comments, yeah. I mean, it's probably just kids on their mom's iPad or something.
Oh, I've already seen to that, of course.
So, you know, I just deleted because there's no value in having something like that around. Nobody cares about what they say, you know.
That's strangely comforting to know.
It's not even like valid criticism or something like that. I wouldn't delete that kind of stuff, but it's just, you know, if it's just like, oh, you're so cringe. Ugh. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, just delete it. It's not worth it. Wait, no, there was another thing I could talk to.
Nix isn't around.
Here. The renovation. Fountains provide plus 10% more healing. That sounds good. I'll take that.
Of the underworld ought to be a little livelier with this.
Underworld fountains purified. I love those names. It's so silly. Sealed document. Free Orpheus from solitary confinement. Is that the only thing I can spend that diamond on? Let me look around. I have this. Looks like it's the only thing. Maybe I should just go for it then. Let's see. In the name of Hades, I commute our court musician sentencing. We need a DJ.
Now. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Ah, Orpheus.
Isn't the news bad thing crusty? I don't know. I mean, I've always said crusty. I don't know if it's like a new thing.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. I understand you liberated me from my eternal punishment.
Yes.
And so I have returned to serve your father here. Thanks.
Thanks. Why don't you serve me instead?
Obvious, you're back. Look, don't get on.
I find it so weird how people can have the thought to say the terrible things to others.
I think he's angry with me.
Yeah, but that's, you know, people have always been like that.
I grieve for you, my
Some
friend,
people just had a really bad upbringing, you know. Some people just have, you know, things in their brain that make them bad people.
It's alright. Father can't make you sing if you don't want to.
I think it's best to not put too much thought into that kind of stuff. I love Skelly! Like, Savior. Our time is limited, and so is our energy. So we should always try to put our energy towards positive things if we can. Gotta put others down to make yourself feel better, yeah. Some people really have to do it like that, because they don't have anything in their life that makes them happy. So they gotta get their happiness somewhere else.
Skelly,
that's a good point.
You know all this stuff, by the way. I mean, no offense, but you're a skeleton who just stands around.
Dude, that's toxic. Skelly is special. Skelly is special, okay?
Hey, I know people, pal.
Yeah.
We'll just have to leave it at that.
Skelly is well connected.
Break some of these bones, huh?
Skelly is well connected to the people of the underworld. Maybe I should try out the sword again.
Prestigious blade of the underworld. I need your strength.
I haven't done much with the sword. I mean, it's kind of basic, but... Can I hold it? Aww. Skelly Simper. I love Skelly. Oh, no! I accidentally walked back. My sword! Oh, I still have it. What happens? Oh. Nah, actually, I'll take the spear again. I like it. I really like it. I'm a big fan of the spear. Let's see. Maybe we can get a bit further this time. That would be really cool. Tartarus.
The son of Night herself,
yes.
They say. A fascinating character, ill-liked upon Olympus, although I myself have always loved to meet her.
Very nice. Let's see. Effect, special, create doom. I want to try out this blade. Oh, that's cool. Especially since I can dash twice. It's pretty convenient, I think. I'm really excited to try this out and see how it goes.
How do you do?
Like this? Oh, look. I can put so many of them. That's cool. I really like this game. I'm a big fan of this game so far. Blender Dash. Yes. Blender dash for real. Easy blender. Like a mixer. Mix. Rest in peace, mixer.
Nice.
Rest in peace, mixer. I got this way. Hi Didera, how you doing? Hey, didn't you already say hi earlier? Or maybe I confused you something with someone. See. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
Hello there, Dionysus.
But poking them to death seems a lot more satisfying than throwing the spear.
He's quite the chap. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. And now
I thought he just called him, "Are you a Zag?" And I was so confused. Attack, inflict hangover, gain max life when you pick up nectar. Your call inflicts hangover. Maybe I should use that call stuff, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Do I still have any of it? I don't know. Honestly, I just feel like I'm not gonna use it.
Cheers to that.
I'll be honest. I just don't feel like I'm gonna use it. Didn't the Mixer streamers get moved to Facebook? I think Mixer just paid out all the contracts that they had with people. They just straight up paid them out and then got rid of the platform. I don't think they got moved anywhere. I think it was... I don't remember. There was a big streamer, not Ninja, like someone else was talking about Mixer. And he basically said, like, at the end, he just got, like, his contract paid out. Walked around the forest after work? That sounds good.
Got to use the fountain.
I'm doing well today. Glad to hear you had a good time, too. See, where's my... Shroud? I don't think it was... Was it Shroud? I don't remember who it was. It was someone.
Too bad I can't bottle this stuff.
Yeah, too bad. It was someone. I don't know if it was Shroud or someone else, but basically they just got like the money for it and then they were like, okay, you can leave. After all that stuff was over. It's always good to be, you know, wary about like all these new streaming platforms. You know, there's also this other platform. I'm not gonna say their name on here for reasons, but there's this other streaming platform that advertises with having a really good split for streamers in terms of revenue. And I think you have to be, especially as a small streamer, you have to be incredibly careful where you want to stream and you know, where you're gonna put yourself out to. Because it can be incredibly harmful to your audience if you just swap to a different platform. Because maybe the split on Twitch is horrible, right? The split on Twitch is horrible. But at the end of the day, Twitch has a much larger audience. And it's a lot easier to, you know, to build like an audience on Twitch, just because there's so much more people. You can't build an audience on a dead platform. It's not gonna work. Nobody watches streams there. How are you gonna build an audience? At least on Twitch, you have the chance to, you know? You're not guaranteed to build an audience, but at least you have the chance to build an audience. You're never gonna have that chance if there's no people watching. TikTok. TikTok live streaming is really good. Also, because I hit 1K followers on TikTok, I can test out the TikTok live trial. So basically what I have to do is I have to live stream to TikTok twice in a 7-day period, and then I unlock it for half a year, which is really convenient. So I was actually looking into setting that up and then just cross-streaming, like restreaming my Twitch to TikTok, because that is allowed. You can't stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, but you can stream to Twitch and like a short video platforms like Instagram or TikTok at the same time. So I was looking into setting that up at some point and just, you know, just like literally restreaming. I'm not gonna do much with it. Okay, followers? Yeah, Pog. Very nice. So I'm probably gonna set that up. Time to download TikTok? Nah, you don't have to, because I'll only be streaming there if I stream here, right? So you're not gonna miss anything out. More damage. That's good. Just flat out more damage? I like that. If you switch platforms, not everyone's going to create an account just to follow. Exactly. Exactly. No, I'm tempted to say that 99% of the people watching me here probably wouldn't bother making an account to follow me. But they're doing it because they already have it, so might as well, you know? But people are not gonna, you know, go out of their way. Something like that, you know? If you start streaming on a platform where nobody has an account, nobody's watching stuff, you're just gonna lose out on a lot of people that are already watching you, or that like just randomly comment to your stream. Max life. Kilf. Aiden, no TikTok? There's no reason to make a TikTok account. Because everything I upload somewhere else as well. Movement speed. Oh, I can buy all of this. Big stonks. I'm not... Nah, my health is kind of low. I'll just continue. I'll just have to look into the logistics of setting up that TikTok live. Because I don't know if I can get access to a stream key, which I would need in order to just restream my Twitch to TikTok. I need a stream key to be able to do that, I think? Or at least that's how it used to work. But now there's this new plugin for OBS, so I don't know if that's still the case or if there's like another way to do it, like a workaround. I'll have to look into it. But the past few days, I've been both really tired and kind of occupied with like my model, so that's why I haven't been taking care of some of the other stuff that I need to do. And I'm also, you know, my birthday bash, it was really fun, but it took away a lot of the time that I had and like my entire routine, like my entire everyday life, but kind of turned upside down, you know. And I still haven't really recovered from that. You know, I'm still trying to catch up with everything. So I still need a bit of time to like sort everything out until I get back to normal. But it was super fun. It was super fun. I would totally do that again in the future. It was worth it, definitely. I had so much fun talking to you every day. The menu specifically? Yeah. You just lose a lot of views. If I remember right, a couple months TikTok said YouTubers aren't allowed to live stream. A lot of people do that though. I mean, if they, you know, I think it's because of that silly rule where VTubers get like automatically detected as minors. Or something like that. No, but like minors are live streaming on TikTok Live. I see kids there every day. I'll have to look into it more. And I mean, even if my TikTok gets banned, you know, it's unfortunate, but it's like 1K followers on TikTok is not that much. 1K on Twitch is a lot more valuable than 1K on TikTok. I can get there. Maybe the birthday bash was exhausting, but I bet now you enjoy your time off much more. I do, yeah, and I'm also really happy that I get to play games with my friends again. I didn't do that throughout the entirety of February, and even before that, because I didn't have the time. Go for the hammer, maybe. Take a break if you need it. I'm good for now. Maybe I'll take a break next month. I really want to go visit I want to visit Amsterdam because there's like a Miffy shop, like a Miffy museum something in Amsterdam, and like Miniso and all those kinds of shops. So I really want to go to Amsterdam. So maybe, you know, I'll go on a vacation. What's Miffy? It's like a cartoon character from a Dutch cartoon artist. Miffy, yeah. You can look it up. It's like a cartoon rabbit. She sacrificed so much for us? I mean, I don't want to call it a sacrifice, you know? I don't want to call it a sacrifice. 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 I I mean, maybe in one way it was, but it was worth it. Special deals more damage, attack more range. Let me get the attack range.
That's it.
Oh, that looks a lot longer. Get nice strobe waffles when you come back. You can have them. You can have all of them. You can have all of them, Vigor. I don't like them. I'll bring you all of them. Don't even have to share them. You can have all of them. I don't like them. Maybe when they're fresh, they're good. But other than that, every time I've tried them, they're just too sweet. They're just way too sweet for me. I can't eat them. But it's probably different when it's warm. It's the same with like the Portuguese dessert pastéis de nata. I can only eat it when it's fresh, when it's so warm, because otherwise it's just way too sweet and like... It has that like sweet and slightly greasy flavor that I really don't like. Miffy sacrificed so much for us. Miffy sacrificed so much for all of us. Ooh. Thank you for your sacrifice, Miffy. Ooh. Ooh. Let me maybe get rid of this guy. He dies pretty quickly. Okay. Ooh. Ah. He's annoying. Okay, there you go. There you go. All the strobe waffles? Yeah. You can have all of them.
Another key.
They will all go into my hips. Okay, Shakira. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, only go to Amsterdam for a cartoon? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, there's other stuff to do in Amsterdam, right? Amsterdam is a nice city. I always wanted to visit. But mostly because of that, yeah. It's because, you know, it's not that far away. I just haven't gone there because I'm lazy, I suppose.
Tell me something, Zach, because I'm curious.
No, I'm not gonna ask when the anniversary is. Oh, you mean for streaming?
I'll get around to that in due time.
My streaming anniversary?
You're in over your head, you idiot. You'll fray what bonds are left between.
I like that she has something to say every time I get here. Ah, that still hit me.
Come closer, Zagreus.
I'll pass. Ow. You're always hitting me. Maybe I should stop trying to look at chat. I should probably stop looking at chat while fighting you. I'm not very good at multitasking. In fact, I'm very bad at it. I'm pretty bad at it. I just start rambling whenever I'm really occupied, you know, when I'm like fighting or something. I just start saying random stuff that comes to my mind while it's using all the energy somewhere else. I guess at the end it still kind of helps that I'm able to talk about something, even though it's not really anything valuable. Ooh. Ooh, let's see. I wish I could put my eyes like a chameleon so I can read chat a bit better.
You bastard.
Ooh. Ooh, dodge. I need to kill some of the ads. They're annoying. They're annoying me. Oh, I feel so strong this strong? No, so I don't feel really strong this time. In the previous run I felt a lot stronger. Ah. Got hit by that like a little goober. Is she dashing? Very dashing performance. Very dashing indeed. Yes. Ooh. The game takes a lot of focus when you first start playing. I think I'm fine in like normal rooms, but the boss fights I still kind of have to focus. See, now I'm gonna die because I didn't focus. But I'm not dealing any damage this time. At least that's what it feels. Ow! I'm actually killing myself. I'm throwing chat. I'm throwing so hard. I'm throwing. It's all going down the drain. Ooh, it's okay. And there's not a lot of Miffy stuff outside of Europe, I suppose. I think 2 of the Miffy stores are in the Netherlands, which would make sense because it's a Dutch cartoon. At a certain point, you played the game on autopilot. Oh, that's good to know. I hope that I get to finish the game, but I can't make any promises, you know? I'll try my best though. Like with everything. I'll try my best, and if I can't get it, then I'm sorry.
Run for it, little man. Damn you.
Damn you. Oh, I missed. Bum bum, that still hit me! I hate those traps. With a passion. Bum bum. Catch this. You can catch these. Oh my god, I hate the traps. Who made them? There you go.
Not again.
You already got to the Hydra, so I'd say you're getting close. Well, I got lucky that time. Are you match fixing? Trying to mess up chats under the table bets? I lived. Somehow, but I lived. One way or another, I am alive. Well, that counts. Let me stretch. Oh, my game froze. What the heck? Oh no, it's working again. Wait, why is it freeze when I tab out? It shouldn't do that. And display full screen? Let me see. That still pauses. What the heck? It wasn't locked, that was skill. Well, I suppose that's true. I suppose that's true. Thought it was just me. No, that was me. I tabbed out so I could scroll up in OBS chat. But it paused the game. I didn't know it did that, actually. But, I mean, it's set to borderless, so it should be fine. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. A lot of games pause when you tab out, unfortunately. That's really annoying. But there's not much you can change about it. No worries? Yeah. It's fine.
Up we go then.
I just wish not as many games would do it. Especially smaller games. A lot of smaller games do that because there's like
change of scenery at least.
apparently it's not that easy to have a game run stable in the background without things getting messed up. From what I've seen, so a lot of games don't support that, especially smaller games. But hey, at least it's not like Skyrim, where you have the possibility to tab out and keep the game running only for it to crash your game. Small indie game, by the way. Small indie game, by the way. Skyrim was truly special. Dude, imagine having to install 2 mods just to be able to play the game. It was so bad. Every time I tapped out on Skyrim, it was a 50-50. Either the game would crash or my mouse cursor would disappear. So I had to install a fix for both of them. And then it was fine, but it still crashed sometimes. And one time it got bugged on a quest. I don't know if any of you were here for it, but I was doing like a quest where you can help or kill a dragon, I think. And then I got stuck and I couldn't continue, so I had to reload the game from another save that was like half an hour ago, like half an hour before that point. And I had to redo everything. Fallout 3 is the same. Dude, I don't know what's up with these big game companies and, you know, messing that kind of stuff up. It's not like it took a lot to actually break the game. I was just tabbing back and forth like 4 or 5 times and then the game would crash. I'll just shoot him down. There we go.
Power of Olympus.
More damage. I'm actually not a big fan of this Rift Swirly. It's really small. It doesn't do much for me. It's Bethesda. Like Papa Todd said, it just works. Yeah, but apparently it doesn't. Apparently it doesn't. Very clearly it's not working. Oh, that still hit me, crap. Very clearly it's not working. There's that. Magma kill. There are boons that improve it. Oh, I guess it's a lot better then once you have these boons. Because right now, the range is so short. It doesn't really do much for me.
You probably caught yourself thinking,
hello there.
Sure is quick. So
Hermes is cute. Well, each time you enter a chamber, gain a bit of wealth. Whenever you're hit, you have a chance to dodge. That sounds good. I like this. Oh. Wait, I forgot to give him a gift. No. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sad. Hermes is super cool. He is. I like him. He's a cutie. A cutie patootie.
What?
Oh?
Singing.
Musica?
Come on in.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. How do I get up there? Okay. Good day.
Hey, you must be the Hades kid. How's it
Oh,
going,
she looks
Royal
cool.
Majesty? Nice to meet you. I'm Eurydice. What brings a big, important guy like you up to a
There's
place
like those, what are they called? Those nuts with hats on your belt. What are they called? You see what I mean, right? The thing on your belt? Like the... Crap, what are they called? Acorn, thank you, I guess. Hello, legendary Star-Lord. I'm doing well today. How are you? Maker design? I say Raisa, she's so cute. This is a music nerd. Music nerd. You must be the Hades kid. I am the Hades kid.
For formalities, I'm Zagreus. Just heading out on some official business.
Official business? I see how it is. I see how it is.
Well, don't you have your hands full, hun?
I'll
let you go. But there's one rule in
Broccoli
my place,
woman.
which is nobody leaves here empty-handed. You got that? So take your pick.
A bit, maybe. She's supposed to be like a tree? Because it looks a bit like what do you call it? Like the top of a tree. Oh my god, I don't speak English today. Is it called canopy? I don't know. Ambrosia Delight. How can I move? Oh, now it works. Loved by the gods. Up to 2 random boons of yours are upgraded to the next rarity. Up to 4 random boons of yours gain +1 level. Rare fragrant beverage. Next 3 boons you find have upgraded rarity. Oh, Gamba.
That one's on me.
Oh, Gamba.
Ooh, that's good.
He's very cool. A good singer. I wish I could sing like this. I wish I could sing, period. Food? Constant food. Sure. Oh!
Bye now.
Careful, hon.
Give me that ambrosia. I'll give it to you. I'll give you the... I'll deliver it to your doorstep. Wow, what is this? Tool project? Wow! Bullet hell! What the fuck? What the fuck? Jazz! My health! My HP! Oh god! What am I supposed to do? Hey. Maybe I can run a bit to like separate them from each other. I mean, it definitely helps if they're all shooting from the same direction so that I can block it with my spear when I shoot. Like this, you know? Oh, they were lining up so well. Ah, perfect. I got them to line up. There you go.
What can you do?
Oh.
Lady Aphrodite. I am
Aphrodite.
blessed simply to have made your acquaintance. So this
Lasting relationships are built on reciprocity. So if you nourish me with gifts, why, what am I to do but give you something in return?
Yes.
I'm honored, Aphrodite.
An eternal rose. She loves me, Chan. She loves me.
You're going to love it on Olympus, little godling. The air is beautiful and brisk, the gardens lush, the feasting plentiful. Why, it must be the opposite.
Wait, is she naked? I just realized she's not wearing any clothes. What the heck? No, this is against the OS. I didn't even realize. She's the goddess of love. Yeah, but for the love of goddess, please put on some pants. Your attack does more damage. Full fires. After you take damage, damage goes around you and inflict weak. Attack damage 69. Nice.
I'm all worked up.
I didn't even realize she was not wearing anything. Thought it was because of her hair.
The act of sorcery.
I thought she was wearing like a
death and an eternity in Tartarus
bikini or something.
Though some are able to perfect the
But I guess I was wrong.
and take up permanent residence elsewhere.
You can be the goddess of love and wear clothes.
I'm sure the witches' circle will reconvene soon enough.
Go.
Next island.
Next island. Choo choo. Actually an optical illusion. She's fully clothed. Maybe it's like a skin-colored bodysuit.
Gunflingers.
I remember there was like a TikTok or something of a woman who was wearing... She was wearing trousers and they were the exact same color as her skin. So people thought she was naked on her like bottom half. It was funny.
Just a bit longer.
But alas, she was clothed. And there was nothing to worry about. Apparently, Aphrodite didn't get the memo that you could wear clothes as the goddess of love. Maybe someone should have just told her.
The power of the gods.
Maybe everybody was just making fun of it. Maybe everybody was just making fun of it instead of telling her. Okay, some life.
Coin goes in, that comes out.
Yes.
Which path?
Which path? I need a key. How many keys do I have? Where does it say? On the bottom right, no? Oh, I can't see the keys here. Oh. Ow. 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 My health. Bam, bam, bam. Take this. This is what you get. This is what you get. Pain. Sometimes there's those things where you... It's like foggy and you can't see. You know those cloud thingies?
Thank the gods.
Those volcano thingy-majingies? They're kind of annoying. Do I want to go in there? Nah. I don't have a whole lot of life. Let's see, what else do we got here? Health? And... Okay, I'll go this way. Maybe that was the plan? Keep her naked for the Sims? Oh no no no, smog. Is that a word?
Centaur strength.
Sounds like a Pokemon or something. Oh, yeah. Today I learned there's a Pokemon that looks like a Pikachu ghost cosplayer. Like a ghost Pikachu cosplayer. I didn't know that was a real Pokemon. I saw a GIF on Twitter and I was like, oh look, it's like a cute it's like a Pokemon dressing up as like a ghost Pikachu. That's so cute.
You have something to say to me?
I didn't know that was real. Mimi? I think it was something with Mimi. Yeah, I forgot. Mimikyu. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, Mimikyu. I didn't know that was a real Pokemon. I thought someone just drew like a thingy in a Pikachu ghost cosplay. Because it kind of looks like a Pikachu, no? I mean, I bet that's the intention, but... I thought it was just like another Pokemon dressing up for something. I didn't know. I didn't know. I don't really know anything about Pokemon. That was my actual reaction to when I first saw Mimikyu. Well, that's... Yeah, because that's what it looks like. Okay. We got the family spawning in. The family spawning in. Bam, bam. Kill it. Kill it. There are so many projectiles flying my way. Okay, that's dead. The Mimikyu is exactly that. Wait, is it? What's the backstory about it exactly? I feel very validated now. At least other people felt the same way. It's a Pokemon underneath the Pikachu. Do you know what it looks like underneath? Is there like a picture or something? Do you ever see it without the cosplay?
Die.
I hate that there's so many of these snakes. Then you have to fight all of them at the same time. Kinda annoying. Dodging all that stuff, you know? Kinda rough. Okay, 1 is dead. 2 is dead. 2 is dead. 3 is dead. Number 4? Okay. I don't want to stand there and charge my attack. Like, it could be really strong. But I feel like if I stand still for too long, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. Okay, let me pick that up. Okay, this is dead too. Can I attack it again? I can. That's perfect. I see. Oh, I dodged one of them. I think the dodge was a pretty good investment. Bam bam. 3? Yeah, I think it's better damage if I just keep hitting. There you go.
Got you.
No, because you died, but I wanted to be loved, so dressed as a Pikachu. Oh, that's so sad. No, my heart. Oh, poor thing.
Mine.
Poor thing. It's so cute too. I feel bad for it. That's really sad backstory, actually. Oh, that's sad. My heart hurts thinking about it. Ooh. Bonk stream. Bonk stream. Let's go. What do I get?
This one.
This one. Yes, I get this one. I love this game. Hello, Maple Chicken. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to meet you too. It's my first playthrough. This is the second time I'm playing it. I played it again. I played it last week. Now I'm playing it again. So please excuse my bad performance. But I hope you have a good time here. Thank you for stopping by. I play a whole bunch of different games as well. At the moment, I'm also playing Elden Ring. But I'm really excited to be playing Hades.
That's what the outside world is like.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. Are you a Hades veteran? Are you a seasoned Hades player? Oh my goodness, like. How many hours in the game do you have? No, I think for me personally, if I play a game on stream, game time is a terrible metric because oftentimes I have the game running so much before and after my stream where I don't actually play. Ooh. It's so great, looking forward to a new game. Oh yeah, I actually saw Hades 2 on Steam after people told me about it. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know they already announced it. I think I heard like... I heard of it, but I didn't know it was like official, you know? So I'm really happy. I'm really happy for everybody. And I hope the game's gonna come out soon. I don't know if it heard me talking, but it showed me Hades 2 on Steam. The internet is always listening. Hades 2? Yeah, it's on Steam. Like, there's no release date or anything for it yet, but it's on Steam already. So you can add it to the wishlist, I guess. I can confirm the bonks have stopped. See, so you broke it. Bonks are only limited quantity. Have you redeemed bonk? Okay, let me restart the program real quick. Let me restart it. Update now. No, we're not updating anything. I hate updating programs that I need for streaming because... Okay. It'll work now. I hate updating programs that I need for streaming because when they break, it's just so annoying, you know? Gift. Sure, why not?
Lord Ares, please accept this offering.
Please accept this
such strength
offering.
as necessary to succeed.
The bonk should work now, I think. Invisibonk. Look, I'll bonk some more. Wait, that's the wrong button. This is all... I'm making out. I'm making up for all the bonks that didn't work. There you go. Does it work?
You are a flatterer, my death-inflicting kin.
Yes.
And I am feeling generous as well, so here, a small token for you of my affection.
A token of affection. Thank you.
My thanks, Lord Ares.
Blood-filled vial. Nice. Are you stopped? It's okay.
This message.
I'll live. I will live. Your cast sense a blade rift hurtling ahead. So what is this exactly? Slashing metal vortex? Oh, it's what that. I'll try it out. I'll try it out. Appreciate the refund. Oh, it's kinda... I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. It's like playing the lottery, except the odds are a tiny bit better. Not much though. So I'm gonna check. I should check if there's like a butterfly thingy, no? I keep spawning them? Doesn't look like there is though. No over bonking? It's okay. I can handle it. Oh. That's good. I like this. Do we finally have a cast that I enjoy using? Ooh, look at this. Look at that. Look at them. Insane. Crazy. Takes like 2 hours for the points to stop working. Yeah, I noticed that too. You can dash more times. Your attack is faster. You move faster. Faster attack. Insane. Bam, 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 bam. Like a machine gun, but cooler. Also not quite as gun, more like a machine. I'm a machine. Yes, I'm your machine. What's this? Oh, hello there. Good day to you. What do we get?
Hey, Charon, mate. Wanted to thank
hello
you
there
for the fine hourglass you gave to me before.
Machine. Machine tie. Yes. Not to be confused with robot tie. No, because I'm not a robot, but I'm a machine. Hell yeah. I'm a very machine.
Well, cheers.
Cheers. What did I get? Do I have a... I have enough to buy these two. Okay.
Should help keep me going.
Okay, if your health is low after encounters, restore to the threshold. I'll take that.
Let's liven things up.
Take this too. There you go. That should be good. McGranite. Alright, I'm having trouble googling. Should I save the request for another time? You can save it for the end of the stream.
Damn it, one's come back.
Maybe just remind me. I'll Google something for you. Captcha eye. No, not the captcha. Not the captcha. You know what the best part about being the owner of my Discord server is? I don't have to enter that stupid captcha when I try to sign up for my server. Like, that captcha is annoying, but that captcha, honestly, has single-handedly rescued my server. Because I don't think I've had a single bot in that server after that. Captcha? I don't think if you still had to do it, Kurama, because I added it later, but when you join a server now, you have to complete a captcha. You have to complete a captcha to be able to see people in the server now. That captcha is a gigacat. It is. Holy macaroni. There's a lot of people punching me there. A cat shot. Uh-oh. I suppose it's also a cat shot. I'm scared now.
Dead.
Yakuza. Okay. Granite. What do I get? Ooh. Rift damage per hit. Raw attack damage? I think this is better for me. Just flat out attack damage is very convenient. Where did I go? This way? Oh, was it? Guys, what do you see underneath, like, the icon on the door? Like the trident? What does that skull with the arrow up mean? Does it mean the enemies become more difficult if I go through here? It's elite? Strong? I don't want strong. I don't want strong. Hey, what's that? Shop.
Well this time.
Oh. Encounter. Nah, I'll go this way.
Chariot.
Oh no. Not the chariot. Dynamite. No. I don't like this. How do I pick up my crystals from there? Do you see that? My crystals are... I can't pick them up. Are they just stuck there now? That sucks. Oh wait, no, they came to me. That was weird. That was a bit strange. What do you have? Chance, orb. Oh, oboe. Okay. Interesting.
I'll take it.
Money. Stuck there till the timer ends. Oh, that sucks.
I can still fight.
That sucks. I can still fight. Can I though? Let's see. What do we have here? Doesn't look like there is anything else. Well, that's okay. Let me continue this way.
It's the butterfly ball.
It's a butterfly ball. This time I will defeat you. I will defeat the butterfly ball, even if it's the last thing that I do. Even if it's the last thing, you will be defeated. Oh no, that went the wrong way. Oops. Taking so much damage. Oh. What do I do? I hate this room so much.
No, wait.
No. There's no revenge for me. No revenge. Ooh. Dead. Oh.
Not too bad that time.
I don't know. I'm not really making any progress, I feel like. Good day to you.
Somebody just found out that some types of butterflies are incredibly dangerous.
Incredibly dangerous. Uh-huh.
Soul catchers. Somebody could just not have a soul or something. Then they'd bother somebody else.
Exactly. Is it just focus on the ball? I tried. I guess I just... Oh. Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Dog, dog, dog. Dog, 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 dog. Where's the dog? Hello? The dog in my room? Puppy? Puppy? Where's my dog? The dog went on a walk to Canada?
Oh, for shame, boy. I thought perhaps you'd finally made it out.
Just let me out.
I mean, oh wait. You're
Yes.
not serious. That famous sense of humor shining through.
Famous. Very famous. Haha, so funny. I love.
You'd never make it out, as I keep telling you to no avail.
Just kidding. Where's the dog? Why is she not talking about the dog? Have you seen my dog? Wrong button.
Oh, hello, Zagreus.
Hello.
You look a little down.
Have you seen my dog?
So I was just wondering, would you perchance fancy a song right now?
About a dog? In the lament in the blood, Argonauts. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like astronaut.
How about Argonauts? Didn't you sail with them?
So I'll go with that.
Oh, fancy that one, do you?
Yes.
Alas, I've not the heart to sing it.
Her hair looks a bit wild, but she's kind of cute. I like her harp. With all the faces on it. It looks very nice. Where is it? Play the song. Hello? I thought you was gonna play a song for me, no? Did I get scammed?
We each have our commitments to this house, Megara. There is no shame in yours.
Oh.
And whilst your sisters
She's
are
back.
away, you bear their burden of
They're
responsibility
talking.
as well.
I understand. It's just... Am I supposed to keep pretending nothing's changed?
Honestly, I'll be honest with you.
Cracking at the seams.
I think Meg is really freaking hot.
The house shall stand eternally. Although in what condition,
I think
it is ours to
it should be barking for Meg instead of Aphrodite.
I know. You're right. Of course, you're right.
Just look at her. She can step on me. I would let her step on me. More than once, for sure.
What was that about?
I don't know, I got distracted. Aphrodite is unbreakable? She's more cute, I think. But it's like kind of like the crazy cute, you know? Like a bit of the crazy. What is this? Get rid of the huge clumps of fur shed by Cerberus? No. Repairs the unsightly damage dealt by Cerberus. What are you saying? As part of the field. Maybe I should like more use of those keepsakes.
Work approved, and here's the fee, good contractor.
Have you found you? Yeah, I found her.
Wasteful of my realm's resources.
She's definitely something. I would from Koro, no. Don't do it, Koro. Don't do it.
Sir. I got a relic of some sort out there.
Yeah.
A globule of ancient blood which formed after I fought with Megara. Is this really the Titan's blood?
Are they talking about the rubber ducky?
As far as I know, yes, lad.
Yes, lad.
Though who's exactly, I'm not so sure. You'd best hang on to it.
The red rubber ducky.
Your weapons.
Because someone said it was actually blood and not a rubber ducky.
Perhaps.
What is it for even?
I wasn't about to drink it.
Is it this? No. Those gods. Nah. I don't. Wait, what is this stuff here actually? Oh, I can't do anything. This is still locked. Oh, you have no idea? Well, I don't. That's why I'm asking. But I can unlock the next weapon now, at least.
What's new?
Victor. Nah, I'm good. Meg gets even better. Ooh. Oh, am I gonna be barking?
How am I looking?
Barking for Meg. Let's do it. Honestly, I could just go for this upgrade a bit. But this is max. This is max. Oh, 2 new talents. But then I want to unlock the weapon. No, I don't know what I should do. Ah, Frodo, hi. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome, raiders. Everyone, give a warm welcome, welcome, welcome to our raiders, everybody. Woo! Thank you so much for the raid. How did your stream go? I hope you had a wonderful time playing. What did you play? Fatal Frame. Was it good? Wait, weren't you playing some Legend of Zelda as well earlier? Or maybe I saw that wrong. But I hope you had a lovely stream. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good time as well. Hello, Readable. Thank you so much for joining in on the raid. How's everybody doing? Started with Ocarina of Time, finished with Fatal Frame. Ooh, nice. So I saw it correctly. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you had a great stream. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm gonna be I'm having a good time playing Hades.
Gotta say, you're really getting.
I haven't been popping off or anything like that, but it's a really fun game. I'm having a good time with it. Gonna be playing more Fatal Frame until we finish. That's fair. I don't really know anything about the game, so I might check your VOD out to take a look at it. Hades is super fun. It is. I love Skelly. I love Skelly. I think Skelly is my favorite character, actually.
Wasn't anything in the
I can't see very well, so I can't get super into Hades, but I do like it. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of like really small stuff that you have to pay attention to.
This one.
It gets really messy. But I understand. But if you want, you can chill here. Watch me play it. Kinda. Okay. I just unlocked these fists. I'm gonna see how it goes. But if you need to go Crowder, that's completely okay too. Make sure you're feeling good. Make sure you're well hydrated, well fed, well rested. Okay, we have this attack. Like a punch. It kind of reminds me of Brawler from Terra. With this attack as well. Fatal Frame is a great horror game series. I still need to choose a horror game to play. I need to put more than 1 hour in Hades. Honestly, it's so easy to get lost in this game in terms of time. First, I want to chill here. I'm really happy to have you here, Credo. Always nice to have you here. I appreciate you.
Felt nothing there, sorry.
Sorry. Well, maybe because I didn't hit you. Okay, let me look at this thing. Because I haven't looked at these keepsakes, actually. Maybe that's why I've been struggling a bit. Let me see. I got a whole bunch of new ones. Hey, Old Spike Color, Total Life. Oh, when you use them, you rank them up. Ah, so this is fully ranked up then. That's interesting. Blessings, blessings, blessings. So this just increases the quality of the blessings. I see. This is maybe I'll just equip this one for more max HP. Could be good. Could be good. I don't know if I'm gonna do well with the fists though. I guess we'll find out. Okay, just punches. Okay. Let's go.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Ready as I'll ever be. 30 hours and ultra kill? Ooh. Dog?
Cerberus defends our realm so that no one gets in alive or gets out either way.
Dog? What the dog doing? Where's my dog?
Not even for him.
What do you mean? I would totally stay for the dog. You will find me where the dog is.
Far down there since last we met, my kin, and that means you have dealt incalculable death. I must commend you thus.
Oh, I thought he was gonna be mad at me. Hey, attack inflict doom, special inflict doom. Sure.
The war is on.
The war is on. What's the war is on? Okay. Let's see. Should I head down there? Let's go. I have a bit more HP, so I guess it's fine. I suppose it's ookily dookily. Chaos looks cool, man. HP Baxter. Hyper. I cannot see it, man. Looks like HP Baxter with fake lashes. Okay, let's see. Halting shot, your dash has... Oh, nah, dude. How much is the fish? So the life is reduced by... Ooh. Nah. Each time you attack. Dude, these are all kind of ass. These are all kind of ass. I'm gonna kill myself with this. No? Each time you attack, you take 5 damage. I don't think I have that much health. I think I'll just go for the dash range. I think this is... It sucks, but this is least likely to kill me. We'll go for the key again. Just realized it's 3:34 a.m. Oh no, Coral, please go to bed. You don't have to stay here, you know? I appreciate having you here, of course, as always. But make sure to get enough rest, okay? And I don't want you to get in trouble either, or anything like that. Oh god, it feels like I'm not dashing at all. I think walking is faster than dashing, actually. That second one was brutal, yeah. I guess you could do the second one if you have something that heals you, but I don't have something that heals me yet, so... Nah. Nah. Second one is okay, you just gotta use a special... Oh, wait, so that's how it works. I thought any kind of attack. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. I could have actually taken it then. I like the special. I like the way it feels. It feels really strong, you know?
Come on in.
Feels really strong and punchy. It's time for the return of the punch cat now. The return of the punch cat. This game is a learning experience? It is. It is. Hot special for longer range. Your dash upper deals 100% damage in an area. Ooh.
Feels lighter than before.
Ooh. Ooh. Just realized you're using the balls. It's my true calling. Anything that's like punching and bonking. It's my... Ooh. That's a lot of damage. It's really good AoE damage. Everything that's like punching and bonking is... That's just right up my alley, you know? It's perfect. It's perfect. That's why I played the punch kit with Skyrim. Enjoy the fist. I'm gonna try my best to enjoy them.
Switch to a new effect.
Hey, what do I have? Where this? Wait, what effect was it actually? Was it this? I don't remember what it did. I'll just take this. Arya loves to punch and bonk. Yes.
Let's see how quickly I can slay you all.
Bam. Oh, this is so satisfying.
Onto these.
This is so satisfying, chat. I love it. Let's go this way. This way. I'm curious to see how well it holds up in a boss fight though. Because you don't have like the safety like range net. I mean, you have this, right? But it's not quite the same. It's not quite the same. You know, it's only like one attack. It's not something you can use permanently. And if you miss it, you miss it. And it's over. One punch man, but Ari, one punch woman. One punch woman. I like that. I like that. You know, for my Life to D model, I actually wanted to get a weapon that I could hold. But I had two problems. I couldn't find anybody who would take who had like open weapon design commissions that weren't absolutely killing my wallet. And it would have also added a lot of cost to the model. I have no context of Final Fantasy XIV, but I guess Ari is a monk main. No, I was actually an astrologian main, so a healer. And before that, I was a bard main, which is like an archer. Weapon? Yeah.
Don't spend it all on one.
I mean, I can, even if I don't add it to the model, I can still, you know, like add it as a later point. If someone draws like Fëanor or something like that, you know?
Coins, would you be willing to give me a ride in your beautiful boat? Upriver, I should say, specifically.
I play Astro too? Nice! I haven't really... Thank you so much for the follow. I haven't really played Final Fantasy in a while. I kind of quit the game. But I played for like 5 years. I logged in a while ago and started fishing. Your alert is adorable. I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Why do you need a weapon? Why not? Self-defense. We followed for Astro. Hey, Astro and stick together.
I had to ask.
And also, depending on when you started playing Astro, you might also be a masochist like me. I remember I was playing Bard at the very start of the game, like at Realm Reborn. I was playing Bard, and then in Heavensward, I wanted to get into raiding. But it was really difficult to find raid groups on my server. It was before there was cross-world stuff. It was really difficult to get into raid groups as a DPS, because everybody was looking for healers and tanks. So I leveled my Astro, and I started raiding with it, and then I think I cleared my first 3, like, Savage raids? Like... Not quite. I think it was in the middle of like doing Alexander 11 prog when someone told me that Nocturna Astro is an absolute dogshit healer. And I didn't know that back then, right? I just played it because I thought it looked pretty. I didn't know it was bad. But I just kept playing it because I loved it. And then over time, I just got really good at it. Because I never stopped playing it. And then it got buffed into Oblivion. Everyone wanted to play it. Haha. I don't know. I think it's still gonna take a while for me until I feel like mentally ready to play, like fully hop into FF again. I don't know if I'm gonna raid again ever. Because it takes so much time. But that game means a lot to me. Even if I don't play anymore right now.
I sense the mark of my Lord Ares on you, love.
Oh, Aphrodite.
Among the gods, yet surely you can see fair qualities in him and me.
She's cute. I like the pink hair, you know? Fast is alright. Oh, I like the crush shot last time. I like the crush shot. It was a lot of damage. Kind of like a mini shotgun. Played it from first. Like, because there's some rainbows. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. That's why I played it too. Started in Shadow. Oh. Ended on your rights and burned out. Oh no! I feel like it's... I feel like for a lot of people, it happens really fast that they burn out from raiding. Maybe especially nowadays, because the whole vibe and everything, like the whole raiding community is very different. When I started raiding, everyone was bad, you know? And as a healer, you weren't really... I mean, you still did DPS, right? But in like the average group, you weren't really expected to deal damage when I started playing. It was like a good bonus, you know? But not expected. So I think it definitely lowered the pressure. The pressure that I had on keeping people alive. Because this was also when you had the old cleric stance where you couldn't heal while you were in cleric stance. So especially doing proc, people played much safer and didn't really DPS that much. I love Astro, so pretty. It will always have a special place in my heart.
Claiming these.
Okay, Sigil. Astro stands for Astrologian, which is a healer class in Final Fantasy XIV, and it's basically lore-wise, it's like stars and tarot cards and that kind of stuff, you know. It also used to be time magic, but they completely erased like the whole time aspect of Astro over the course of time. You had like time dilation, which would increase the duration of buffs on one person, and then celestial opposition was an AoE time increase for buffs. Gluck. Funny enough, most of what I heard about FF14 was from German streamers. That might just be a coincidence, though. There's a lot of people who play Final Fantasy XIV. What do I do? Oh, this is what I have to do. I'm Canadian. That's so cool. That's really cool. I don't know a whole lot of Canadian people, actually. I think I know... What do I know? I think from the people that I like somewhat talk to, I think there's like 2 Canadians that I know. Maybe there's more people that I just not aware of that they're Canadian. Canada's nice. I want to visit Canada one day. There's many places that I want to visit, but I think Canada is really lovely. I want to go there. What do you mean? Everyone here is Canadian? Well, okay. Okay, Maple. So, have you ever played Detroit Become Human? Maybe let's start out like that. Have you ever played Detroit Become Human? Yes? Okay, so you know how they want to go to Canada because it's safer for them? Basically what happened to me is I wanted to help those androids get to Canada safely, and on the last stretch they died. So now we have this meme where every time something dies or, you know, something like that, we say they're going to Canada. They're on a vacation in Canada. Cause, yeah. They didn't make it. There's nothing against Canada. Not from Canada. I'm Floridian. Nice. I'm not on one of your glacier farmers. Ooh. What is in Florida? Is there anything cool in Florida? I don't know much about Florida except for the Florida man memes, and I don't think that's a good representation of the whole state. Let's see. Special inflict stone. Great. Okay, they're on a vacation. Nobody died, yes. They're all on a vacation. Don't worry about it. They're all true.
Hi, Meg.
Uh-oh. Hi, Meg.
And there you are again.
Should I start barking for her too?
Run amok in his domain like this.
I kind of feel like it. I can't believe the Florida man memes are true.
From you, Meg. Or maybe you're just pining for my father's job.
They're just funny to read. It's not even because it's Florida. It's just the wording when they call it Florida man. Like that says anything. Like it means anything. They just say Florida man. What is she doing? Ow. That was a lot of damage. What's she doing now? Oh, she's doing this now. Okay, she's doing this now. So let me clear some mobs. Let me clear some mobs. Ooh. Flo Rida. Is Flo Rida from Florida? Is that why he's called that? I never thought about that, to be honest. Maybe I need to catch up on the Flo Rida lore. I was painfully unaware. Oh, he's dead already. Gotta be careful to not step into the trap. Oh, it's dead. Okay. 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 We're doing it? Maybe? Perhaps? Question mark? Oh. What is she doing? Oh, it's this again. It's really nice to combine the dash with an attack like this. Ooh. Maybe not an attack like this. I don't want to deal with this. Ooh. Make the worst rappers? Oh no. There you go. Are you starting it? Let's go! Let's freaking go, Chan! Let's freaking go!
The ancient blood.
Oh, I got a rubber ducky. Let's go. Rubber ducky. Lucky rubber ducky. Very cute. Demigod slain. The only reason they call it Florida man is because of data protection laws. I mean, it makes sense, right? I wouldn't want them to put the actual name there. Oh. So this is what the extra space was for. But still, calling it Florida man, it just involuntarily builds like a fake person, you know? That all these stories surround. It's so funny. I'll just keep this one for now. I'll keep the health. What can we buy? I don't have a lot of money. Trap damage. Nah, I think I'm good. Let's go.
Up we go. Got it.
Got it. What is the rubber ducky for? What do you do with it? I mean, the blood that looks like a rubber ducky.
Smell.
Love that sulfur smell. Oh god, I hate the smell of sulfur. Ben Faulkner makes it sound more personal. Who is that? One of my Florida man cousins. Oh, okay. Florida man takes 100 men and wins. Insane!
More Drakens.
Drakens. Isn't that the name of the Harry Potter dude? Drake. Oh, that's Draco. I already forgot his name last time. Can't believe I forgot it again. Hey. Sandwich! A sandwich. A good old sandwich. Another one. I love sandwich. I love eating a good sandwich, man. People are like, ooh, sandwich, so basic. But a really good sandwich? No way, dude. How can you not love a good sandwich? It's so good. And you can put on it whatever you want too. I love sandwich. Yeah, me too. What's your favorite weapon so far? I like the fists, but I think I need to try them out a bit more. But minus the fist, it's definitely the spear. The spear is really nice. I love it a lot. I'm a big fan of the spear. The bow was pretty fun, but it was kind of annoying having to get the timing. Ooh, I didn't see I dodged into lava. Having to get the timing down on the thing, on the special attack. I bet it's easier to do that once you have more experience.
They must have lots of these upon Olympus.
A really good sandwich is life-changing. Yeah, it is. Ooh, my favorite sandwich is cheeseburger. Dude, I miss eating McDonald's cheeseburgers so much. There's just... McDonald's is just... It's not the best burgers, right? McDonald's burgers, in terms of like burger, they're trash tier. But McDonald's just hits different. It just hits different, you know? Burgers are not sandwiches. I would consider it a sandwich. In a way, it's a sandwich, you know? You could also, you know, some people could also make the argument that a hot dog is a sandwich. I think burgers aren't like what you typically consider a sandwich, but I think it's fair to like put them in the sandwich category. I want a sandwich from a sandwich maker. Yeah, me too. Like a sandwich grill is so... Those sandwiches are so good. They just fill me with both very tasty melted cheese flavor and nostalgia. But then when you actually buy a machine, you maybe use it excessively for a week, and then you forget about it and it just rots away in your kitchen. That's why I'm not buying one, at least not at the moment. German McDonald's are probably better quality. German McDonald's is really good. I've had McDonald's in a bunch of countries, and the German McDonald's is definitely good. I haven't had it in all countries, but German McDonald's is really good.
I can use that back home.
At least the ones that I've tried. I think in Germany, you know, sometimes it's not perfect, but I never had like a terrible experience. Oh, there's free. I never had a terrible experience at McDonald's in Germany, but I did have terrible experiences at McDonald's in other countries. The worst was in the UK. The worst McDonald's I ever had in my life was in the UK. There was no salt on the fries. The fries were like... There was no salt on the fries. The burger was really bad. I don't know, it just didn't really taste like anything. Everything just tasted old. But people were saying it tastes normal, so I was really confused. You know, I assumed it was just bad, but people were saying it tastes normal, so... Maybe it's just that bad. GG the salt on fries. It was so bad. UK cooking. It's really special.
Lord Hermes, please accept
Lord
this gift as a small
Hermes.
token of my appreciation.
Had terrible experiences at McDonald's, usually working there as a kid. Dude, I would never have my own kid working at McDonald's. It's like, it's not against working at McDonald's, because I think people working at McDonald's, or like stuff like this, like fast food workers are really important, right? But dude, the working conditions at freaking McDonald's are so bad. Friends from overseas are surprised when I tell them that Burger King offers beer. Yeah, I saw in Portugal, McDonald's offers beer as well. I like that. Yeah, faster attack. Yeah, let's go for that.
That's Godspeed, all right.
Case Cooking Land. I love case cooking, man. We should watch some case cooking videos together again at some point. Food is fine. When you work there, you mix and match. That's cool. But yeah. I bet working with like customers is always the worst part about jobs like that. Our life goals: visit every movie store on the planet and at least a McDonald's in every country. Well, I guess nowadays it wouldn't really make sense for me because in a lot of countries there's no options for me at a McDonald's anymore. Ooh, this thing is kind of annoying to fight as in melee range. Yeah. Are links allowed? Nah, they automatically get blocked by Twitch, by the automod. Why are you in the lava? I missed the lava. Ow. McDonald's offers beer? In Portugal, they do. They also offer soup at McDonald's in Portugal. McDonald's in Portugal is kind of hit or miss. They have like a mayo sauce instead of, not a mayo, like a fry sauce that you can put on your fries. So I ordered it thinking it's gonna be like something mayonnaise, but it was so bad. There was so much vinegar in it. It tasted so acidic. I did not like that. Soup.
Go to your head.
With soup.
The one called Nyx.
Hello there.
As I understand.
Well, apparently not.
Rarely consort with the chthonic gods.
Never had it, but Japanese look at all the rest of our McDonald's and like hold my second bits. Yeah, Japanese fast food looks really interesting. Some people might like that. Yeah, I mean, you know, I learned that mayo for fries is not considered like a standard condiment to go with fries, you know, like mayonnaise. But here, it's completely normal to put mayonnaise on your fries. It's also because the mayonnaise tastes different. I've noticed mayonnaise tastes a lot different. It's like bland on bland. No, that's not true. Mayonnaise doesn't taste bland. Mayonnaise is like really creamy, slightly acidic. It goes really good with fries. No, resist damage from traps. Ooh. The attack is stronger. I feel like this is gonna be the best one. Mayonnaise doesn't taste bland. But like I said, I've noticed that mayonnaise tastes very different in different countries. The mayonnaise, every time I went to vacation in Portugal, I brought my own mayonnaise from Germany because I hated the Portuguese mayonnaise. It was just like it just tasted like vinegar. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm almost dead. Ooh. No. No.
All clear.
But I'll be honest, I just trust on whatever the Belgians put on their fries, because they know best. They know best. Belgian fries are the best. And Belgian people put mayonnaise on their fried, so I feel validated. Yeah. Let's see, is there anything else here? I don't think there is. There's a whole wiki page about international availability of McDonald's product. Oh, that sounds very interesting. That sounds like I can waste a ton of time on there. I call my horse mayo, sometimes mayonnaise. I prefer ketchup with no sauce. With ketchup, ketchup is hit or miss. There's some really good ketchup and there's some really bad ketchup. Did you hear about the sushi conveyor belt idiots? Some people touch random orders and drill the orders that in theirs. Yeah, I saw. There was like a video going around in like a conveyor belt sushi bar in Japan where people were taking the sushi off the plates, licking it, and then putting it back on. And they were stupid enough to fucking record it, so they get banned from the shop. Did airport security ever ask you why you have mayo in your luggage? No, you put it in the... You put it in the luggage that goes into the machine, not your hand luggage. That's too much. Don't like mayo either. Just feels like uncultured sibling of aioli. Yeah, cause you people are all eating shit in mayonnaise. People eat like bad mayonnaise or like, you know, really trashy ketchup, and then they're like, ketchup is disgusting. Mayonnaise doesn't taste good. They're unaware? Of course they're unaware. They don't know what they're missing out on. Or maybe it is just because mayo tastes so different in other countries. Mayo's good, it's just not spicy, but it doesn't always have to be spicy. I like spicy food as well, but I personally... I don't understand people's obsession with spicy. It's also a lot of these people who always talk about spicy can't even handle spicy. Not saying that's the case for you, right? I'm sure you can handle spice just fine. But a lot of people who are like, ooh, spicy. They can't even eat spicy food. Italy McDonald's has a what? I hate spice without flavor. Yeah, me too. It's like, what's the point? Why would you want to have like hurt in your butt when you poop when there was no flavor? You know? Link the page in Discord for later. Thank you, I'm gonna look at it. Nutella burger sounds good. Weren't the Italians making fun of the chocolate pizza we had in Germany from Dr. Oetker? I think they were. Oh. There you go. Blood and darkness. Bloody hell. Oh god, this fight is kind of annoying. But like good ranged. It also still kind of feels like... Yeah, that's not good. They keep respawning. Why is my...
I do not appreciate that.
No, I do not. Why is this fight so juiced up all of a sudden? Chocolate pizza? Yeah, there's like a... Well, it's... I don't know how to describe it. It's basically just like chocolate stuff on a pizza though. Like obviously there's no like salt and like a bit, but like it's not super salty. I mean the concept behind it, I can get behind it because, you know, pizza dough at the end of the day is just like a yeast dough, you know, you can put on it whatever. But Italians always get so offended when it comes to their food. It's so funny, honestly. Every time you see like where it says like pasta in the title, you always see the comments full of like angry Italians. And I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you. A lot of the Italians that I know can't cook well. And I know a lot of Italians. Look, we got another here. I hate that this fight is so juiced up now. A lot of the Italians that I know can't cook particularly well. But they still have the audacity to get offended. Like, I understand that they want to honor, you know, their recipes and keep them authentic and all. And I can totally get behind that. But if at the end of the day your food tastes bad, then your food tastes bad, you know? I don't care if your grandma's always made it like this. If it tastes bad, it tastes bad, okay? Oh my god, why is this so... Why are these all so tanky? This one, oh god, it's over. Most people can't cook well. Like people who like ketchup. And you're not supposed to put a ketchup on your cooking. I only do that when my food tastes bad. There was like a time, like 2 years ago, where I had no money. I had no money. Like I was so broke. All I ate was cooked rice with beans and ketchup, cause that's all I could afford. That's all I could afford. I can actually cook, by the way. But it was like, sometimes you just can't. You can't.
That must be tough.
Sometimes you can't. Oh, thank you for paying taxes, Ursigal. Thank you for stopping by.
It was unpleasant, yes.
What do you like to cook? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of cooking, to be honest. It's okay.
I understand, Lord Hades, sir. Referring to myself, of course.
I do it more because it's a necessity, you know? Or, I don't know. I like pasta.
Well, Orpheus, if you're quite finished with your little stint within the depths of Tartarus,
I like
I'd
pasta.
like to ask again.
And I like a whole lot of garlic.
Or else next time
I think those are the key ingredients to my cooking.
Oh, that.
Pasta and garlic.
Again, Lord Hades,
Ketchup,
sir.
fried rice.
That I've no wish to sing.
Yeah.
Yet, in spite of your persuasiveness, even. And that is my.
It's really not that. It's really not that bad. Like ketchup adds a lot of flavor for very little money.
Why then I'll go ahead and wait.
Once dated a girl, we're going to make a pizza. Kid you not, she wanted to use ketchup as a tomato sauce. You see, like, that's just something else, you know?
He's in trouble.
I heard the German alphabet only has 25 letters. Nobody knows why. That's funny. That's funny. Aria reminds me of how my financials are now. Beans, rice, and soy sauce. Yeah, see, I couldn't even afford soy sauce. I couldn't even afford soy sauce. Because like a bottle of soy sauce is $2.50, but a bottle of ketchup is A, bigger, and B, only costs like 70 cents. At least back then it was like 70 cents. Like the cheapest one. So at least I wasn't starving. Was I eating well? No. I was probably severely nutrient deficient. But I lived.
There's something I've been wondering about.
But I lived.
The words are yours, and yet it's
God, Darren has no R.
to absorb them.
Come on, Jason.
Scriptures always work.
Hmm.
You have to understand, lad. I've been here in your father's.
But no, like, you can't just use. You can't just slap ketchup on stuff because it's not gonna taste good. 70 cents is so cheap. Well, it's not 70 cents anymore. You know, prices have gone up. Also, it's the cheapest one you can buy.
I see. I think. I'm grateful for it, sir.
Yes. Big tip, if you get day old rice too lazy to make fried rice, just put butter in it. Zorba, do you know how expensive butter is? Do you know how expensive butter is? Got a 2-liter bottle of soy sauce? Like Asian muggy. Why did you get a 2-liter bottle? Also, how much did you pay for that? That must have been expensive. What can we buy today? Let's see. Orange. Restore some health amid the lush environs? Environments? Environs. What's environ? Am I pronouncing it right? Environ? Environ? How do you pronounce it? I don't even know what it is.
On my authority, I'd like
just buy milk and train your own. Yeah, but buying all the equipment for it also costs money. You don't know how expensive some very basic things are until you literally have zero money.
Leave me alone. We've nothing to discuss here anymore.
I literally had no money. I had like, and maybe I had like,
let me know if you want
30 euros a month for food. I was broke. I was broke. Not even 30. I had no money. The bottle was like 15 to 20 euro. I mean, I think that's a pretty good price, you know? Considering how much it is. It's a really good deal, especially if you use a lot of it.
What's up for barter?
What's up? What's up? I understand that. Yeah, sometimes it's rough.
The Mirror of Night.
The Mirror of Night.
Show me something new.
Boiling Blood. Deal bonus attack and special damage to foes with thingy in them. Raise your supply of thingy. I don't know what it's called. I'll just call it thingy. Oh, could be really good for boss fights. I'll put some points into it. Yeah, there as well.
Good.
Feeling good. I didn't mug anyone. Yeah, I didn't mug anyone.
I need sleep.
I also, you know, every time I went grocery shopping, I went on like Saturday night before close, so I could get a good deal on some stuff. When I go to the shop, the first thing I go to is the discounted section. You know, the stuff that's about to expire. That's why I bought pretty much all my food. You can get a good deal. And also, a lot of people don't buy from there. What is that? This looks like a motorcycle machine gun bird. Interesting. 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 Okay. What was that? That's 20%.
Stitch's hungers.
Yeah, that one's pretty nice.
What is that? Why does it give me extra stat?
That's the spirit.
I mean, I can take it. Did I pick something up that gives me... I'll just try it out. That's how I got all my food. Yeah. A really good deal. It's what you bought? Oh.
One more time.
Okay. I just use a sword then. From the contractor. Ah. The stuff about to expire. Honestly, the expiration date on most products is it's
unacceptable.
But it's not a scam, because it just says that it's not an expiration date. It's like best before, right? I think expiration is usually only for meat. But for anything else, I've never had anything that was bad like a day or two after the best before date on it. I've eaten stuff that's been expired for God knows for how long, and I've never, you know, had any problems. You just open it and then you look at it. Does it look good? Yes. Then you smell it. Does it smell good? Yes. Then you can give it a tiny taste. Does it still taste normal? Perfect. It's edible. Go ahead, you know? There you go. A lot of people are really sensitive when it comes to this stuff, but it doesn't matter. Expired salt, yeah, exactly. It's so stupid. If this stuff is... If this stuff is still closed, it's completely fine. You just gotta check it and make sure it's okay. You know, don't just like... If something's been expired for months, don't just open it and like chug it down like a savage, you know? You gotta make sure it's okay. But if it's still okay, you know, if it doesn't smell or taste or do anything bad, then it's completely fine to eat. Okay, if it's like okay, that's like, I don't know how it is in other countries, but most of the dates that you find on packaging, like I said, it's not an expiration date, it's a best before date. So it's best before you eat it. Like, they guarantee the quality of a product up until that point, and after it, there is a chance it might not be as good anymore, right? It's not really an expiration date, because a lot of foods, they're like sealed and closed, no air gets in them, so they don't really expire. They just, if anything, they just lose like flavor, or you know, the consistency changes, so it's no longer appetizing. Still good to eat. Some things get better with age, like good cheese, but I feel like a lot of those hard cheese thingies, they have a really long expiration date. Best before date. No, it's like
that's good.
Everything that is dry, you know, like pasta, rice, dried beans, something like that. It doesn't really go bad as long as you stir it properly. Like if it gets moist at some point, then of course maybe you should get rid of it. Especially when it gets like, you know, when it gets like moldy or, you know. But if you kept it properly all the time, go for it. But like I said, always make sure it's okay. Like always check it. Give it a smell. Give it a good look. Maybe give it a small taste before you dig in.
Good stuff.
But a lot of times, the stuff is fine. I've had a yogurt. One time I found a yogurt and it was expired, I say. It was past its best before date for 3 months. So I was curious what it looked like inside. I wasn't planning on eating it, you know? I wasn't planning on eating it at first. So I looked at it. I opened it. It looked completely fine. So I was like, huh, okay, interesting. So, you know, I sniffed it. It was still fine. And then I tried it a bit, and guess what? It was still fine. So then I just ate it. You don't have to throw things away if they're not bad. Gotta use your own judgment and trust your own senses. At first. Yeah, because... I mean, when I grew up, I wasn't really concerned about that kind of stuff. Because we were always like, yeah, if it's still, you know, fine, you can eat it. But since it was expired for so long, I was a bit concerned. That's why I didn't plan on eating it at first. Because I was like, there's no way this is still good. Well, guess what?
Right on cue.
It was still completely fine. You just gotta be careful, especially with frozen stuff. I wouldn't do that with frozen stuff unless I know 100% that it's always been completely cool in the freezer. But then again, I don't know about food. I never had food poisoning in my life. I never had food poisoning. Like our caveman ancestors did. A little sniffer, a little lick. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You don't have to throw away perfectly good food just because a arbitrary date on the packaging says it's bad. I never had food poisoning in my life. Not a single time. You just gotta be smart about it. Alcohol poisoning is where it's at. Yeah, if anything, that is something I can more relate to. Been food poisoned twice? Oh no, that must be so bad. I don't even want to imagine what it's like to have food poisoning. And I know sometimes like a whole family gets food poisoning because they all ate the same thing. You know? But when it comes to food, you really gotta learn, you know? It's something you kind of have to like get a feeling for over time.
That's what you get.
Never had food poisoning? No, never. I never had food poisoning. Have a good night, Coral. Let's see. Let me go for this time.
Love it.
Love it. Never eating no Chipotle. That's how it all started. Yeah, we don't have Chipotle here. Maybe that helps. We also don't have Taco Bell here or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I just have a very strong stomach or something. But yeah, I never had food poisoning. If I sense that there's something wrong with the food, I don't eat it. There were a few times where I tasted something and I was like, I don't think this is safe to eat, you know? And then I stopped. I was perfectly fine. Ah, I messed up there. Trap kill. Trap kill. Who's still there? Oh, you're here. There you go. Always had a delicate stomach? That sucks.
Mine.
Mine. Mine. No, a lot of food waste is because people throw away perfectly fine food. Because they see the date. And a lot of people, they look at the date and I think it means deadly starting from whatever it says on it, you know? But it's really... You just gotta read what it says, you know? It's like different in every country, but in Germany we have one that is basically best before. So this is the point up until the manufacturer of the product, or like, you know, the person who made it guarantees that the quality is perfect. There's nothing else, you know? And sometimes there's an actual expiry date, you know? Where, especially for stuff like meat or fish, it has like an actual expiry date. And over that, you should never go above that. Because that is there for a reason. I would never ignore the expiry date, the expiration date. But the best before? Nah, dude, I don't even look at that. Mostly because I don't really have stuff laying around for that long. But looking at the actual product and then making a decision is a lot better than just looking at the date. I eat everything, I'm not picky. I mean, I don't think I'm a picky eater. I just don't eat meat, but that's not picky, you know?
Where now?
Other than that, the only thing I don't like is mushrooms. Like, I refuse to eat mushrooms. I hate olives, but if I had to, I would eat them. Would you consider someone allergic to some food as food poisoning? Nah, that's different.
Charon's shop.
Charon's shop. What is that? Oh, you can buy everything.
Pleasure doing business.
What's this?
How goes it, Zagreus?
Oh, it's her.
If you're quite done with shopping, Zagreus, what say we cut
I've been busy getting ready and listening. I need to affirm that Ari is fitting facts. Thank you. Are you vegetarian? Yes. Your special is stronger, attack is stronger, crit chance, special damage will replace divine flourish. Nah.
The hunt is on. I'll take it.
I'll take it. Wait, hello there. Dash more times in a row, move faster, attack is faster, let's go. Ba 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 ba. Hello there.
Say you are
No. Same dude. Same dude. Oh.
Glad you like it, mate. Thank you.
I like him. He's a mood and a half. A mood and a half. Also, I like his hat. Nice hat. Vegetarian cheetah, vegetarian. Honestly, I feel like I also avoided a lot of possibilities for food poisoning because I don't eat meat. Because I feel like meat is really, I mean, not necessarily, right? But it's really, really easy to mess up meat, like in terms of when you transport it, you might have it uncooled for too long, or, you know, it goes bad really fast. I think meat and fish are probably really easy to get food poisoning from. So I would assume that because I don't eat either of them, I've dodged a lot of potential food poisoning. Meat is the best? Yeah, if I like it. Which way do I go? I just don't need it, because...
More brimstones.
I don't know. To me, it just doesn't taste good. I ate it for a very long time, but I stopped. It doesn't taste good, and I feel sorry for the animals. Ooh. I feel sorry for them. You know, I love chickens. I had a pet chicken. I love chickens, and I love cows, and I love pigs. They're all animals that I really, really love. So I would feel really sad if I ate them. But, you know, I don't care what other people do. I don't care what other people do. Everybody is free to, you know, eat whatever they like. It's not my business.
Charon's shop.
No. Oh. I don't have enough money to buy anything here. Sorry, dude. Wee. Please respect where me comes from.
Oh. Hi there.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting
Who's
for
that?
this. Really?
That's not Meg.
You must be one of Megara's lovely sisters. I don't believe we've had the
Her
pleasure.
sister?
Waiting for what?
So sick of, doing my regular job, uninterrupted, not having to clean up Meg's messes.
I get the feeling we're starting off on the wrong foot.
Anyway, I always wanted to kill a god. You'll have to do.
Does she have a different moveset?
Dodge this.
Dodge this.
She's getting angry.
Okay. Rage. What's the rage meter do?
She's charging up.
She's charging up. Uh-oh. She's mad. Ah, there's traps on the side I didn't see. Cool. Hello there, young lady.
Really?
What is she doing? Uh-oh.
That does it.
Oh god, why is there a trap in the middle of the room? I don't like this. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Why is there? The freaking trap. It's really hard to see the traps for me, to be honest.
You're hurt. How dare you?
Lot of tarp, yeah. There's a lot of tarp here. Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh god. Those saws. Why am I suddenly fighting her sister though? She's just gonna kill herself with the traps, I feel like. Again, I died.
Oh, last chance.
Oh, last chance. Well, she died. But I also died twice. Ooh. I think her... She's way faster. But I also don't like the boss room. There's a lot more traps. You see there's like traps in the corners here and traps on... You know, in the other room, her sister's room, there was just 4 traps like on the corners. Here there's a lot more. You have a lot less room to move. I'm really lucky I had those 2 extra lives there. They help. Oh, enjoy your food, Sigil.
When you get to ask for them.
No. I don't think I will. Hey, max HP? I don't have the money. Your cast deals more damage? I'll go for this. That one. Yes. I take that one. Let's go up, 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 up. Is it different now? Hades? Pog. Hi, Nano. It is Hades indeed. Very pog. How are you doing? Time to embark on your journey. To victory! To victory! Ba 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 ba! I have arrived. I'm here to claim my title as the rightful winner of the competition. A rightful winner. Good day to you. Good day to you. Oh god, so many explosions. Deflected. Deflection. Ooh. 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 Zoos. Zoos. I want to go to the zoo. As a visitor. Not as a cheetah. No. Okay. Money. Money, money. What do we have here? There's the... I'll go with this one, I suppose.
Moving on.
Moving on. To the next chapter. Explosional damage, yes. Wait, did I say that? I can totally see myself saying that. What the fuck? Oh, it's this shit again. Oh, wait, I can reflect all of them? Holy shit. Holy shit, that's so strong. Never mind. Wait, that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know you could deflect all the projectiles like this. Where is he going? Come back here. Oh, really? Really? Come back. Come back. Okay, we got him. We got him, boys. I think. Okay.
Took a bite out of me there.
Yeah, he did. He took a big fat crunch.
I can do this.
But I can do it. I can still win. I have hope. Hello. Bam! Ah! I messed it up. Oops. Ah, no! I was getting too cocky. But that was so funny. I did not know I could just straight up reflect the entire projectile like this.
I can't get used to that.
It's okay. You should. Oh, hello there.
You must have had a run in
Aww.
They're much more talented than the low-grade witches
Yeah.
in Tartarus, so your dad lets them stay warm up in Asphodel, I guess.
Yeah. Everything is more talented than I am too.
I guess.
I guess. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, hello.
You're much too modest, Lord Achilles, for someone with such a number of heroic deeds and glorious decapitations.
Why is she not singing though?
You ought to be more like ever
or like playing music. I thought she was gonna do that.
I was quite boastful of my
Like a DJ, and then you can choose a song, and then she's like DJing on her harp, like DJ Guetta, or whatever his name was.
What can I say? I try.
I try my best.
Pathetic.
Where's the dog again?
There's quite a lot of renovating to be done.
Where's the dog?
I've ordered Nix to
I'm being denied my basic right to pet the dog.
And likely yours.
No, that's the worst part about Genshin. You can't pet the dog. That makes me very sad.
Feels pretty good now that you mention it.
Yes.
Keeps everybody occupied now.
Yes.
Go occupy yourself someplace else.
No. Now that he said it, I'm gonna stay here. But you get what you deserve. What can I don't think I can afford anything, can I? Nah. That's okay. I can talk to Nyx. Hello.
I trust that the mirror in your bedchamber has proved satisfactory,
yes.
dear child.
Wait, did she put it up? That's really convenient. Thank you.
Imagined, Nyx.
Thank
there was
you.
something more that it could do once I had grown accustomed.
I've been streaming for 3.5 hours already.
I think you are.
I really need to keep better track of time when I'm playing Hades. Mocha.
Thank you.
New talents? Dog. Is she mad at me?
Blood and darkness leave me be, damn
Who? Arian losing track of time? Dude, it's so bad in Hades. Because I'm just like talking, I'm playing the game and talking. I don't even have time to look at the clock. Guess that's really... Oh look, we got a new employee of the month.
Congratulations, wretched broker.
Oh look, he's happy. That's so cute. Where's our small one? Where is she? Hey, what are you doing here?
What are those shades muttering about?
My only regret is not learning how to dodge spears. Cause of death, impalement. That's a mood. That's a mood and a half. I can get behind that. Okay, let me check out the mirror and then...
The mirror's grown in power.
Okay.
Thank you, Nyx.
So I can upgrade it again. Reclaim any spinal talents. Nah. I think maybe I'll save up for another Death Defiance. I think that's gonna be my best bet to be able to progress further in the game. But I think I'm gonna do that next time. Oh, it's been... God. Time passes so quickly when I'm playing Hades. It's crazy, you know? I don't even think about it. I just sit here and I play. And then, boom. 3 hours gone. Just like that. I can't even believe it. Ah. But hey, that just means we're having fun, right? That just means we're having fun. And if we're having fun, I'm happy. That's all I could ever ask for. Let me... Let me put my music on again. Hello, Sagi! Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna end stream now, but I really appreciate that you stopped by. Even though it's at the end of the stream. It's always good to see you here. Wait. Oh, true, Kurama. You wanted me to Google something. Yes. What was it? I'm so late? No. Don't worry about it. I'm really happy that I got to see you here. It always makes me happy to see you. And everyone, if you're not following Sagi, make sure to drop her a follow. She's amazing. Google. Yes. What do you want me to Google, Kurama? I'll Google it for you. I'll Google it for you. While you type it out, I'm gonna look for someone to raid. Let me see. What is that? What is that? Okay, let's see. Who can we raid? Who have I not raided in a while? Let me see. Maybe there is someone streaming Hades. Let me look at that. Hades. Hades. Last time it wasn't working. I was trying to find someone who was streaming Hades, but I could not look for the game. It didn't work. So yeah, that was something. But it seems to be working now. Is someone? Let's see. How about this? That's a cute model. I like it. I like the color. Okay, let's see. Do you know what a Haliquis Vivid Tattoos is? I don't know what that is. Let me Google that for you, Kurama. Let me Google that for you. Kurama, the answer to your question is slippery dick. It's a fish called slippery dick. Why? Who gives animals all these names? I don't understand. This is such a weird name for a fish too. It's what? I'm not gonna repeat it again. Slippery dick. Okay. I found someone to raid. Hope you had a good stream. I did. Thank you so much for asking. It was very fun. And every time I'm playing Hades, I'm just losing track of time. I have a Haliquis Vivid Tattoos. You're glad I'm not bunking you, Jason. You're glad I'm not bunking you. Okay, let me set up the raid real quick. I don't know this person yet, but they seem pretty nice. So might as well. Okay. I'm setting up the raid right now. If you do not see the raid, make sure to refresh the page to to join in on the raid. Because you know, it's like bugged and everything, yada yada. So if you don't see it, make sure to refresh. But it's looking pretty good so far. So, if you want to join in on the raid, we got raid message 1. If you want to wiggle along with us and you're subscribed, you can wiggle. Very cool. And if you're not subscribed, you can get the sunflowers. They're pretty cute as well. Make sure to grab one, equip yourself. Equip yourself, not with a pitchfork, but with the raid message. Full of love, yes. And if you want to see what I'm up to outside of my streams, make sure to follow me on Twitter, where I post memes and go live notifications and other kinds of ramblings, or you can join my Discord server. It's a very nice place, you just gotta pass the captcha. I wish you good luck with that. And if you want to see what else I'm up to, you can check out the rest of my links here as well. Thank you so much for watching today. I will be back on Saturday. Thank you, thank you. I will be back on Saturday, probably with some more Elden Ring, so I would love to see you then and there. Same place, same time, 6 p.m. Central European Time, GMT +1, yes, yes. And if you're not following yet, make sure to leave a quick follow so you see when I'm back again. And I will see you on Saturday. Goodbye. Bye, Saggy. Bye, everyone else. Bye-bye. Hey.